Hello, and welcome all to the second qualifier, the Haste Overwatch $1,000 tournament. Your casters today are going to continue to be, once again, Jim Basco. To my left, my good friend, Sir Puffer.
Yeah, hey.
And to my right, it's my buddy Cool J.
How's it going, everybody?
Getting too excited, Jim?
Yeah, I'm getting very, very excited. We're going to have to give a big thank you to Haste for sponsoring this tournament and a few others like it in the past few months. They're doing a great job helping the esports community grow, and we're going to put their site for you in the Twitch chat at some point during this broadcast.
Yeah, Haste, they've worked out their magical formula to help you game at your max level. If you're having problems and the ping is making that McCree kill you every time, you should definitely give it a try. They have a 2-week free trial right now, and it works for both League of Legends and Overwatch, so I definitely recommend giving it a try if you have some high ping issues.
Yeah,
that's right. So we're going to get right into it. We're beginning right now. We're going to be on Ilios.
You want to do the Twitter shoutouts real quick?
We'll do some Twitter shout-outs. If you want to follow Haste, it's going to be @Haste_esports. Wonderful host today, going to be the Overguard. It's going to be @TheOverguard. If you want to follow me, I know you do. I know you want to. It's going to be @SirPuffer. Jim, it's going to be @Jambasco. And Cool J is going to be @CoolJGaming. So, like I said, we got WBC Fire and Hive Omega. This is the first match we're doing right now. We're in the top 16. Other teams that made it to the top 16, we got Karma. I know they're big fan favorites. We got Bedtime Fugitives, Monk of God, Bunny Blasters, WBC Sky, the other team for Wild West Boot Camp. A bunch of other teams, too. A lot of talent here today. We had 33 teams check in. Very exciting. The exact same number we had last weekend. So let's get into it.
A pretty huge number. We did start off with 40, but like you said, only 33 checked in. Cool J, we're hopping right into the action. It's starting off big.
We're seeing Hive Omega trying to push around here, but WBC able to find this first kill. They did go for the more low ground push, but it's working out for them. WBC starting to light up this kill feed. They have the huge man advantage, and it looks like they're going to be able to take this point first. Nobody's capping it just yet, though.
Yeah, it's Dave on the side of Hive Omega. He's running around doing lots of damage, but he just can't seem to find the picks, and he's just going to be getting taken out by Dog Gamer on this Pharah. And if Hive Omega don't run a hit scan, this Pharah will continue to be your problem, but WBC Fire don't look like they're going to be running a hit scan either. So it's just going to be ace combat for days up in the sky as both pharmacies are just trying to make something happen. But WBC Fire do get the first cap, rounding out at about 20% so far.
We see this Pharah duel going down here, but not very eventful.
Yeah.
Struggling a little bit so far.
Not much going on. You might want to just look somewhere else, fight something else, and that looks exactly to be what they do.
Trying to dive in there, but it's not going to work out. Mistiming everything. Rez does come in for both sides, but I don't think enough impact is going to come out of either Rez here, really, and it seems to me that WBC is going to be able to hold on to this.
Jerusu on the point now is able to get that D-Mech out for Brig. Wow, I haven't said those words in quite a while now. Yeah. It's been a while, Overwatch. It's been a while.
It seems to me like WBC Fire, they're just waiting for that Farm Mercy duel a little bit too much. If you notice, they're waiting for their Pharah to try and kill Dog Gamer, and they're waiting for that when they should just go in while the Pharaohs are distracted. So that's why we're here at 65% with only 2 team fights.
Wow.
Oh, but as Bomb takes down Brando, there comes the barrage. Hive looking for more, but WBC Fire not going down without a fight. But that Mercy drop is so impactful. Renru gonna get Rez actually, and WBC Fire trying to hold on the point here, but the kill feed mostly in favor of Hive as they're trying to get rid of this D.Va.
The WBC Trier, they tried their best right there. Saw the Mercy went down, tried to prioritize the enemy Mercy, but it was just too late. By the time they got him, it was over. Hive Omega's going to take this point back.
And I don't think that was a good decision by WBC Fire to try and re-engage there. That's going to give Hive Omega a lot of time to reset here as they got those staggers down. And you can see the position here. They're only at 20%, but they're fully ready to defend this point now.
Yeah, that's right. They gave him some breathing time. You see the Winston's in position now. He's going to try and he's going to get pressured off of it. But everyone had a breather. They're going to get the positions correct.
Wow.
See the
big pick already. Renru
Yeah,
getting that pick
another
onto Mercy. Yeah, that's going to stall for so long. WBC Fire not in the spot that they want to be. Dazu on this Lucio getting pushed back a little. Garuso on the side of WBC Fire, evening things out a little bit. Getting that big pick onto Jay now onto Mercy. And it looks like WBC Fire might be taking this fight, you know, once that Mercy goes down.
We saw their Mercy go down, but they just kept on fighting. It seemed to me like they should have tried to disengage, but they proved me wrong, and they're at 95% now, and it looks like they're going to be able to take this first round on Ilios.
Really, really good take there from WBC Fire. Now that Tac Visor is going to come out just to round out the end of that, and WBC Fire will take the first round of Ilios.
I think Hive Omega, that depended too much on that Mercy pick. You know,
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams are expecting that, hey, if your Mercy goes down, there goes your res power.
Yeah, right.
Especially when there's a Mercy on your team. So they said, hey, they're not going to push in. They kind of got a little lax with their positioning after that Mercy kill. But WBC Fire realizing that, saying, hey, we can still push this.
Yep. I'm really hoping to see some Widow play on this map. You know, I am a filthy Widow main, and this is one of my favorite maps.
That was proven to us, yes.
Yeah, I landed some nutty trick shots on a Puffer's head, and, you know,
No.
He has wall hacks.
yeah, clearly. Oh my
Yes,
god.
all.
Yeah. So we are going to see Brando switching over to that Widowmaker. Surprisingly enough, Dog Gamer is going to be running Sombra, but is it actually that surprising?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
you got this Mega right here in the middle. It's pretty accessible for a lot of teams, so somewhat common to see the Sombra right here.
Yeah.
I'm watching, keeping an eye on this Widow play right here.
Mhm.
It looks like he's struggling to find his targets here, though, as this fight is going down pretty far out of his sight line. I think it's well played by Hive Omega. Good awareness to stay away from where that Widow can see him. And just as I say that, Brando with a headshot onto Jay. Anthony
no.
Mercy, and kills going down from both sides, but WBC Fire again somehow able to find that advantage when it seems like the teams are pretty even.
Yeah, WBC Fire, like you said, I thought Brando wasn't going to find that value in Widow because it did look like Hive Omega was doing a good job of hiding, like you mentioned. But, you know, Brando bringing it out again, getting that nice headshot onto Mercy, and he's not a dumb Widowmaker, you know what I mean? Like, dumb Widowmakers, they don't get picks, and then they stay really far back, like too far back. You know what I mean?
Everybody quote that. He's not a dumb Widow.
He's not. He's good.
dumb
He's
Widowmaker.
smart. His positioning is good. He's moving to the point when they need him.
It was like taking
good.
baby from candy.
Exactly.
EMP comes in. How many people does that EMP actually hit, though? Like 2?
Yeah.
I don't know. And it seemed like it was in a weird spot. Brando's going to go down. Dangap finding blood. Both of WBC Fire's DPS are now out of the fight. We'll see if they can keep the damage up. And Dangap is going off. That's 3 kills for the Tickle Gun in this fight. And we'll see if Hive Omega can cap the point off the back of some nice lightning coming out from Hive Omega.
Yeah, that AMP only caught a couple, but it actually caught Diva, Brig that is, and he was unable to boost away from Jayberg's self-destruct. So good awareness on Jayberg's to realize that movement abilities were going to be down for that team.
Brando is back in the fight. He finds a headshot, and WBC Fire so close to the brink of losing that point, and yet again they're able to fight back. They still have not lost it, already close to 70%, and still fighting. Another EMP coming out. Brando's still up in the sky. He is not
Nice.
letting this fight in the sky.
In the sky.
He's not letting this fight go to waste as long as he's still alive.
He's doing a good job. He's really making use of that wall hack too. He got himself in the right position. He knew, okay, as soon as I get set up, use those wall hacks, you'll be able to use the full duration of that ult. And he's really putting it to work, getting pick after pick, contesting this Genji even. JK, he's dying, but that's all right.
Dead though, but he's stayed alive for a long time, and I'm just so impressed with WBC Fire's coordination here. To keep, I mean, look how close they are to losing this point, and they've been there for like 40%, just keeping people on this point, continuing to find kills.
Yeah, stalling for a long time. You know, that's what you want to do on these control points. So he's doing that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We're still here. This is a stall game, but I think it's going to be over right now. Oh, Mercy's going to Valkyrie in, but I think that might be it. Just stalling. You know how it is.
99%.
We're all fest on the point right now as both teams try and clean up and cap that point. And I think that Hive Omega is starting to forget that they need to stay on the point. They almost lost it right there. And just the one person on Diva's right there. He's so low. Hive trying to get back, but
There it is.
Overtime is going to tick down. WBC Fire is going to take Ilios.
I mean, Hive Omega had the right idea. WBC Fire did not have a lot of point pressure heroes. You know, Widow obviously doesn't really being able to point. Mercy, not a really point presence support. Sombra, even not really the kind of hero you see on the point. So I don't condemn Hive Omega's strategy to keep throwing people at the point and try and, you know, just get picks and sort it out later. But at some point, you know, you have to realize that we've been at this for literally a minute, minute 30, and it's not working. We got to call some sort of disengage so we get one more team fight before we go into overtime.
Yeah,
it didn't happen.
It almost looked like they had it for a second there. Hive Omega, they were looking kind of strong. They did have the numbers at one point, but you know the picks just kept going in favor of WBC Fire, and really it comes down to individual skill, like landing just a couple more headshots than your opponent, because it's that battle of attrition right there. So good stuff from WBC Fire. Going to take the first map of this best of 3, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. We're going to move on to Gibraltar.
Awesome. Gibraltar? Ooh. That'll be interesting. I wonder if Brando's going to play some more Widowmaker on that one. I'm kind of expecting it, kind of not. She's in a weird spot right now. What do you think will happen?
For Gibraltar, maybe for the certain points, as we know, each leg of that map, the payload is really different.
Yep.
Kind of have first point, obviously, you have some outside stuff, but then you're going into that weird car wash choke point where you're way deep down in a trench and you got to come back up with your attackers.
Yeah.
Round 2 obviously is weird because you got some really, really high ground. You got the spaceship hanging off the ceiling. And then the third point is obviously outside once again. So maybe we'll see a lot of switching if he wants to try the Widow.
Maybe. And really, like, it's just going to be a tale of who controls that high ground, you know. As long as you have control over spaceship in that second section, that's going to be super hard to contest. And I feel like that's why a lot of people don't really play Watchpoint Gibraltar all that much, because if a good team gets set up on the high ground, you're going to get stuck. It's super hard. But are these guys ready?
Hive Omega has not given us an R yet.
Awesome. Okay, so
certain stuff out.
Well, WBC Fire.
You did make a good point, though. Gibraltar,
Yeah.
not a very popular map in the scene. For the reasons you mentioned, it's so easy to stall out a push in that shuttle room. And it looks like we are going to be getting into Gibraltar here.
Yep. WBC Fire finding success in that first map. But let's see if they can pull it off once again in the second one. This is not the only Wawa's Bootcamp team in this tournament, correct?
That's right. WBC Sky actually was just informed to have moved on to the top 8. They'll be playing Tier 2 favorite Bunny Blasters, so that's going to be tough for them. I know Bunny Blasters. They've been around for quite a bit, a couple months now. But pretty solid with that roster. Going to be a tough one.
Very nice, very nice.
If you want some other updates, some leaks, you could say, for top 8 teams that have moved on, we have Sinatra's Rap Playlist. I love that name. Their team logo is also Sinatra, contender, or World Cup, I think. WBC Sky, Bunny Blasters, fan favorite Karma. They are the returning champions, have moved on. Monk of God, and Bedtime Fugitives. Another team that's been solid.
Bedtime Fugitives.
They've kept that name for a while. You know, I thought it was just a meme at first, but they like it.
They're going to get picked up as Bedtime Fugitives.
Yeah, I hope so. I want to see. I think they're a
Overwatch League Bedtime.
I think they're in Spain, right?
Introducing,
So Madrid Bedtime Fugitives.
God, yeah. Or if they're
Make
from
it happen.
Barcelona, I think the people from Barcelona say Barcelona with a TH and not a C. So
Okay.
Barcelona Bedtime Fugitives.
Right, Jim. What you said.
Yeah, man.
But we're gonna be getting into this one. You see him on the Widow again on attack. Might be just trying to get some early picks. You know, we're gonna start him off on the high ground.
Wait, Brando's on Mercy. Dog Gamer is on Widow. So something's going on the side of WBC Fire.
Maybe he was
yeah,
politely told that's not what they want.
This is pretty interesting. Tracer trying to get in.
Oh!
With a
Wow.
flanked headshot from Renru. The instant res on the Dog Gamer, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Brando going to go down, but here we go.
Right in front of
Fire
Spawn.
trying to fight back yet again. Sky finding 2 kills on that Winston, but he's going to go down in this aggressive hold here from Hive Omega, which has started to become the standard for defense here, is working out really well.
Yeah, it's
That's
really
right.
super aggressive.
You know, we have this little weird trench right here, where we go, where the payload goes really deep. So I think a first engagement right in front of spawn is right, because by the time you spawn, even if you lose that team fight, you're going to be spawning in time for the second choke point right here.
Dog Gamer looking for those headshots, unable to find anything. The only thing I don't like about that aggressive first hold is that it basically gives the attacking team this car wash area, which is a really easy place to snowball.
Yeah, it's really hit or miss. You know, you can super tightly hold them in their spawn, or like you said, you like mess up a little bit, they snowball, and WBC Fire gets pushed up past the car wash. Now they're in the last portion of this first point, and Dog Gamers. Okay, so the picks are already coming out for WBC Fire. It's looking very good for them for this first point.
Brig, I think he might be using his defensive matrix too much. He just seems like a little bit disconnected with his team. Not sure when to use it.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, that was a very clutch save coming out of Jay Burks onto Dog Gamer.
Dog Gamer down to literally 1 HP, and the Genji just couldn't manage to finish him off.
That was
unfortunate right there, but
so unfortunate.
Fire to keep him alive.
Yeah, great job, good communication. They got some good words flowing, and now Dog Gamer's under attack by this Genji. Oh my god!
Oh, I'm sorry if I blew out anyone's eardrums. That was something.
That was
poor guy.
Oh,
nice shot right there. And Dog Gamer looking like he's getting into a groove on this Widowmaker, which is great for us. We're going to get to see some fantastic shots coming out here, hopefully.
So now WBC Fire are playing this very smartly. Jaybrooks is positioned on top of that spaceship, and that's exactly what you want to do. You just basically want to shove your team down the other team's throat as hard as you can. And it's working out.
From Renru goes down to the Diva Bomb before he can get anywhere. And Jayberg's gonna get popped out of mech by It's Dave, but I don't really think it's gonna make a huge difference here. Garuso does have the Dragon Blade at the ready, but it doesn't look like he's gonna need it here. We'll see if he decides to pull it out. It's not much left on the point for the side of Hive Omega.
This is just... They're not... WBC's Fire is not giving Hive Omega an inch. They never give them time to try and set up or something. They are always pounding these spawn choke points. And it's working. Hive Omega is completely scrambled. You know, Winston barriers are completely all over the place. They can't just get anything started. This is a new level of aggressiveness.
Yeah, this Widow Genji comp, I honestly have to say, is just so nasty. Dog Gamer's landing a lot of good shots. He's not finding exactly all the picks that he needs, but Garuso's able to just run around, shift through them, and finish off a lot of the kills. And it's working out pretty well for them.
Yeah, Garuso just forces everyone for Hive Omega out of cover, and that just makes it so easy for Dog Gamer to get Widow picks. But that might stop him, stall him right there.
Yeah, they are going to get stalled out for a little bit here. And yeah, this you know, at this point you just got to reset, regroup. Don't stagger out of the spawn, because that's how you waste time.
I appreciate Hive Omega's you know, aggressiveness back. You know, when you're getting rolled, well, not rolled, but when you're really getting choked and stuffed on these choke points, that's what you have to do. Do it right back to them. You can't be passive when you get an advantage like that. So good job for Hive Omega, not trying to roll over.
Yeah, there is. There's the blade coming out from Renru.
Yeah, blade from Renru. Hopefully trying to find something, but can't find quite enough. Garuso with a blade of his own, also not really going to find much. WBC Fire, though, in the midst of all of these ults coming out, is able to get the advantage here, and they're hopefully going to start pushing this payload soon. Just going to try and clear out this Lucio. Actually, he's going to be able to get away. It's Dave still fighting on the point on that Tracer. So hard to take him out. Finally going to go down. And there we go. 3.5 minutes left. They're going to try and push to the end here.
Yeah, Renru going to be swapping off of that Genji and onto Pharah. So he's going to have that Mercy just fly around with him. Do a little bit of good damage. It's a pretty good pick now that Dog Gamer is off the Widow and onto Reaper for this close quarter, last point, last push.
Renru on the Pharah here, trying to pound corners, trying to pound choke points. Not a terrible idea for this last point. It's pretty open, pretty...
The Death Blossom coming out from the Edgelord himself, not able to find any kills, but plenty of damage coming out on that point. Lots of good zoning for this attacking squad, trying to keep that defense away, trying to get more and more distance here. 240 left as they're getting so close to the end. A nice deflect body from Garuso, looking for more, but WBC Fire going to get pushed away. The spawns were just a bit too much for them.
Yeah, and that pick, that Pharah pick from Renru, really doing a lot of work. You know, once he's able to hover around that bridge, he was basically ignored by Garuso. And now Dog Gamer realizes that Pharah's a problem, switches over to that Soldier 76. So I hope he's going to be able to have some value on it, but we'll have to watch how this pans out.
Dragon Blade coming out from Garuso, already 3 seconds in, and he still hasn't even swiped at anyone. I'm not sure what he did there. He didn't even touch anyone with that Dragon Blade. And 2 minutes left, he died as well. He's gonna get res, but how do you guys analyze that?
That's awkward. I couldn't even see his perspective, to be honest.
Perhaps he was just looking for sound zoning. You know, you hear the Dragon Blade if you're the enemy team, and you think, okay, let's kind of get off the payload. You know, he's probably going to be trying to swipe us soon. But I mean, when you're close to the spawn like this, you really can't afford to do things like that. And that's what I'm concerned about WBC Fire. They've been playing this kind of positionally aggressive dive where they spam choke points, and they say, okay, well, if we lose someone, that's fine. We'll just keep going. And that's worked for the most part, but now that the spawns are highly an advantage for the defense, you really can't afford to do that, because even if you get these early picks, these aggressive early picks, they shouldn't be spawning by the time you're wrapped up with the team fight.
Oh, Renru looking for a cheeky pick with that concussion into the barrage, but that Transcendence and the Matrix eating everything up, and now the kill feed is going towards the side of WBC Fire as Garuso gets a couple of picks. That TAC visor now cleaning up the rest of that fight, and the rest is history. WBC Fire will continue to push as Brig on that Diva emerges from the depths of the spawn.
Yeah, I think Garuso switching onto this Tracer was a fantastic move here. He's really looked a lot more comfortable and able to find a lot of kills, and combined with Dog Gamer on the Soldier, they were able to put in the damage they needed. And you're right, the time wasn't as good as it could have been, but still able to finish the map. Not an easy thing to do on Gibraltar, so we'll see how Hive does on attack.
WBC's Fire, I think they might have listened to me. They changed up their strategy a little bit. They kind of drew Hive Omega behind them, behind the payload, made them kind of ability out, exposed their position, and then they ulted. You know, before WBC's Fire was trying to pound them on the payload, Hive Omega was positioned around the payload. And it just didn't work out. Hive Omega was able to get these spawns back, but now they draw Hive Omega away from the payload into their own kind of domain. They were able to get the kills they needed to finish the team fight. Quit laughing at me.
Just pound them on the payload, dude.
It was like taking baby from candy.
No, it's just so satisfying to say. Just get pounded on the payload. Oh god.
Right, everyone.
Pounded on the payload.
Craigasms in the chat.
Should we pull out a Doomfist?
No.
Maybe.
Garuso gonna be on the Junkrat, PogChamp.
PogChamp, Poggers. Okay, not too bad. They're going to be running a single support. Dog Gamer running that Sombra. Pretty smart. She does have access to the Mega in Car Wash, like we mentioned earlier. And a lot of minis scattered around the map. She could take super... Okay, so if they're going to hold super aggressive, you know that Mega that's in the house by the point? Like right over here. I don't know if they'll actually go down there, but it looks like they're holding pretty far back, actually. Even before the Car Wash.
Well, they might have seen Hive Omega try that, and they might be a little discouraged since WBC Fire was able to strong arm through.
That is true. Very true. And Dan Gath on the Winston, just trying to peek through the window and figure out what they got.
Yeah, we see Dazu on the Diva now. Once again, J-Birch was the one playing Diva for most of Ilios and that attacking phase. So it's nice to see a team. You know, they're really switching around the roles. You know, Brando's now on the Mercy. He was playing Widow before. Nice to see,
Six
players
flex.
knowing of.
Six flex players.
Everyone's a
Yeah.
flex.
Renru getting a lot of damage onto Soldier on that high ground, forcing him to use that biotic field, gonna force him to back up as well.
Very
And
nice.
Hive Omega starting to take control of this high ground, but they have nobody on the payload. They need the Lucio bot to sit down on the payload. And they're gonna try and force this defense down into Car Wash.
What in the
Brig
world?
going a bit too aggressive there by himself, gonna get caught out, taken down by the Junkrat mine combo, and gonna go down after losing his mech as well. And even though Hive Omega got what they wanted, they pushed the defense into this Car Wash. They couldn't finish it off.
Man, you know, if Hive had just waited and just played the game of attrition with that Rhine shield, they could have won that fight easily. I think Diva just went way too far by herself.
Yeah, they have the position. You see, 3 of them are behind Car Wash, and 2 of them were in front. They really could have choked, and they really could have kind of squished them in that mini Car Wash.
They could have just pounded them in that payload, man.
Pounded them in that payload, but, you know, without Diva, you lose a lot of pushing power in that defensive matrix, of course.
They tried to do it right that time, but they run right into the EMP, and even though they got the first pick, it's gonna get res, and Hive Omega not gonna find anything else in this fight.
No, that was... I don't know what that kind of was. Happened pretty quick, Jim. What are your thoughts on that kind of team fight? I think they try to preserve their first team fight strategy. You know, Tracer kind of hung around behind, Far Mercy hung around behind the payload.
They just, I don't know. I just don't think they had enough people like go into the enemy team actually. The way that WBC Fire are playing it is actually really annoying, but it's smart. And, you know, close spaces not working out in Farah's favor, although she is able to get 2 picks and come back from the dead, so it doesn't even matter.
Tag pads are coming out from Jayberks. He is going to be looking for more. He already found Renru, putting out lots of damage, but can't finish off that Lucio. 60 healing per second from that Mercy. It's just too much to overcome. This payload is going to get close to the end here, but WBC Fire definitely going to have time to contest as they are trying to come out right now.
That Raging Monkey in the top going to be body blocking Mercy, and now Jayberks does make it out onto the payload. He's able to get that pick onto Jay, which shouldn't have really happened. That was an oversight, but now Jayberks is in their backline just hanging out, and he's going to be spotted by Farah. And now Hive Omega are getting the picks that they need. The Shatter comes out from Sky.
The Shatter comes down, but Sky going to die immediately as he uses it. WBC Fire still able to find the damage they need, but Lucio saw the payload. Oh, they just barely get there. 2.3537 meters away.
Brutal.
So close. Hive Omega trying to fight this out, but they just don't have the staying power to contend with these WBC Fire spawns.
Yeah, Lucio's eyes are seeing gold, all those squishies. He's doing so much damage. Wow, Dave with that pulse, able to pick up 2. That might be it for Hive Omega. They might be taking this fight, and now the picks are going in favor of Hive Omega again. It's Dave getting that 4th kill. And it looks like Hive Omega will be able to push onto the 2nd point.
And Ian Rusto, this one's for you. They were able to pound him on that payload right there.
What did he say?
No, bring back taking baby from Candy. I don't like to be the mean
baby
one.
from Candy.
Now I know how Jim feels. Well, I mean, you saw Hive Omega right there. I thought they were done. The spawns came in for WBC Fire. It was basically a 6v3, and I thought it was over. But Hive Omega, surprising me, they stayed a little patient, stayed behind the payload, didn't try and do too much. Just took it one by one.
Barrage comes down from Renru, not able to find quite what he's looking for. Jayverse gonna get rezzed up as WBC Fire is diving onto this payload right now. Hive Omega wants to keep it moving. As we mentioned earlier, this hangar area is so difficult to push through, but Hive Omega still on this payload. WBC Fire in the backline. Primal Raging Winston, it seems like Hive Omega is getting a bit frustrated by this WBC Fire defense.
Yeah, Hive Omega able to get 2 kills, one of them getting mitigated by that res, but you know, they're doing their best. Hey Gene on this payload has not left it, and now you know their war of attrition is playing out in their favor. Hive Omega are pushing the payload. Unbeknownst to WBC Fire, that Lucio trying to make it back to the site, but he's not having any luck, and now the kills are coming out in favor of WBC Fire, and just as it looked like Hive Omega had it, they lose it just as quickly, and they're gonna have to reset. Man, they were close. They were close.
I mean, you think WBC Sky, with only 2 minutes left on the clock, would kind of just stack on the payload, try and stall as much time as they want. You know what I'm saying? Don't necessarily play to win the team fight, just to stall the payload for as much time. But no, they're remaining aggressive. They want kills. They're going in the back line of this payload to kill as much as they can. And it's working out. I think it extends the team fight even longer than stacking a payload would. This is very interesting.
Yeah, no, they're definitely a confident team, but now WBC Fire and Hive Omega did take that engagement to the top of the shuttle, which you really need to have control of to take the dominance of this point. And as soon as they do that, Hive Omega are able to get the picks in their favor, and now there's only about 3 or 4 remaining members of WBC Fire up at the moment. That Valkyrie coming out from Jay, keeping his teammates alive. But,
yeah, Jay with the Valkyrie. I was just going to mention that. Getting that boosted healing, obviously, and able to really impact that fight there. Jayberks coming out with attack visor, but only able to find one. Jay going to be able to res it up. So close to the 2nd checkpoint. It looks like Hive's going to get it uncontested. They're going to try and catch these forward spawns. Doggamer with a switch to Reaper. What do you guys think?
Well, the Reaper switch is probably to combat that backline diving that... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, now he's on Widow.
Ooh, Doggamer. Maybe we're going to see him pop off once again.
Well, I think he wants to look at these corners. You know, like I said, we're back on the outside for this final leg of the payload, so I think it's going to benefit him a lot. Plenty of spaces for a Widow to hide.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good idea, especially while they're running that Pharah. She does have a lot of open space to fly around in, but you know, an open space is a Widow's canvas, and she just paints it red with the blood of her head. Look at that. I should just rap, dude. I'm done casting.
You should do our new Overguard intro, Jim freestyling.
That's
Oh
it.
Goodness.
That's the key. Now WBC Fire will resettle. Dog Gamer holding the bridge, taking a very long angle. Both tanks set up on the opposing bridge so they can dive wherever they please. Not too bad. And it looks like Renru is going to be swapping off of that Pharah. Smart move onto the Widow. Do you think this is the change that they needed, or is Renru going to get headshot by that Widow again?
Oh, Widow's so close, but he can't survive with a Winston in his face. And that's going to be it. Hive Omega diving around the back, as they've been doing quite a bit. Gonna try and snowball that, but Dog Gamer gonna get rezzed back up here. He is on the high ground, and I don't think Hive Omega realizes he doesn't have the sight lines, though. Hive Omega able to back into this corner here. Diva Bomb supporting them in that a little bit. Hive Omega trying to find these kills on the point right now, but really struggling as Dog Gamer finds a headshot.
Oh my god.
Able to find one, and WBC Fire is popping off yet again.
Very nice. Garuso getting one Dragon Blade killed, gets two, gets that kill onto Brig, but Brig getting that Pulse Bomb. Wow, Diva Bomb explosion kill onto Brando. Now Garuso's fighting this Lucio on the point, and he's trying to keep them off for as long as possible. But you know, Genji doesn't really have any stalling abilities. He's not Mei. He gets that right click onto Renru right into the face. Jay rezzing, it's Dave, and now Sky. This fight continues, but Garuso on the enemy. Mercy, Jay is going to go down. That's a lot of resurrection power. That's basically all the resurrection power gone. And now Garuso in the backline on this Tracer and C9. Well, not really, but you know. WBC Fire taking the second one, and they will be the victors of this best of three. Not too bad.
So I think the Widow pick, Dog Gamer going to the Widow is perfect, because that forces your tanks, that forces your Diva to have the defensive matrix, you know, the entire team, you know, so they don't get picked. That forces the enemy Winston Dangat to put that bubble onto choke points to kind of defend the supports. That's not something you ever want to do, obviously, as a Winston, because obviously that bubble gets eaten up almost instantaneously when you drop it at a choke point.
Yep.
So I think it was more the idea that Widow is there. It's forcing these tanks to use their abilities and forcing the DPS to have to try and hide.
Yeah, and you make them face that one direction that the Widow is in, like the Reinhardt. If he turns around, your whole team's exposed. So if you get that flanker, if you get that flanker in the same line of sight that the Widow is covering, then you got some good action going on there, and that's exactly what Dog Gamer was able to do. Very, very good job from WBC Fire. The best job, meaning they will be moving on.
The best job.
They will be moving on to our top 8. Maybe they'll be facing WBC Sky. I don't know. Haven't looked at the brackets yet. But with that being said, I want to give a quick shout out once again to the Overguard. We're an organization that runs Overwatch and various other games. We run tournaments, we run programs, we run leagues for some games, not for all of them. Definitely come check us out if you're interested in any sort of gaming on the PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4. Also want to do a quick shout out for Haste Esports, obviously, for sponsoring and giving us the prize pool for this tournament. They've been doing a lot of work for the esports scene as a whole, and you know, it's working. A lot of people are signing up for these tournaments. We had 40 this time, 33 showing up.
33 showing up. Nice to see that all these teams coming out trying to have a good time. Fortunately, this is our last qualifier, so if no one made the cut this time, well then, that's going to have to do it. Until next series, again, quick reminder for those, this is the second qualifier, but maybe some of you don't know who qualified in the first qualifier. Well, I'm here to tell you that. Yep. We have Toronto Esports, KVMKT, the Savages, and Rocket Esports all qualified. They will be at the finals. Obviously, right here, we're picking the other 4 that will join them. So some great teams, you know. I know all 4 of those names. They've all been here before. Toronto Esports, KVMKT, Savages, Rockets.
Yeah. Pretty good. But with that being said, we will take a very small break as we get these matches set up for you. In the meantime, enjoy a word from our sponsors. Enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy it, you're going to get kicked. The bot actually measures it, so...
Nightbot's going to get you all out of here.
Yeah, we'll see you in 2 minutes.
The internet wasn't built for gaming. Haste is. Today, your connection to a game server uses the internet's basic default routing. Chances are, your connection doesn't use the best possible path. And if your connection encounters any kind of congestion, your performance in the game takes a big hit. Literally, in video games, if you lag, you lose. But when you use Haste, your game's traffic is handled end-to-end on our dedicated fast lanes. Haste is software for gamers that reduces lag and improves stability. And Haste has the most advanced gaming network, with features like multiple paths for your data so there's no single point of failure. Haste gives you a competitive edge in the game every time you play.
Hello, folks. I know you've been waiting a lifetime, but we are back. And with me, my name is Jim Basco, in case you forgot, and in case you couldn't read. On my left is, my boy Sir Puffer.
I'm your boy, that's right.
Yeah,
How's it going?
and my other boy is on the right, and he's Cool J.
Hey.
Bang. And, the two teams that we got playing. So, Six Arenas versus Sinatra's Rap Playlist. We got some hard hitters on both teams. Dahun is on Six Arenas. Car is playing on Sinatra's Rap Playlist. Both teams obviously are very competent because they made it to our top 8. So if I could get PogChamps in the chat.
Full memeing right now with
Yeah,
Six Rhinos and
full
Sinatra's
on.
Rap Playlist.
Yep.
These
Can
teams have a
someone
lot.
get Sinatra here? I feel like this is like his protege,
These
These are
teams
his
have a lot
students.
to play for here, though, because whoever wins here is going to qualify for the grand finals.
That is VV true.
That's very true.
This is very true. I'm sucking
I
up.
want to see both these teams, so we'll have to see. As we know, Dahun, I think Blam or B1M, what are we gonna call him? Let's just say
Blam.
Blam,
It's
right?
Blam.
Blam!
Blam.
It's
Okay.
Blam. Blam. Blam.
Okay, Cool J, I heard you. Rude.
Zapri is going to be on the Torbjorn. Definitely not going to switch up.
Wow.
All right.
Who would've
all right,
thought?
well, we got the Farm Mercy coming out from both sides. Pretty popular on Village.
Yeah, very popular on Village. This is absolutely open air. It is open season.
Absolutely open air. Yet another quotable moment from Jim Basco today.
Cage-free, free-range chicken, Korea Boo, and Apparition going head-to-head. Thunderbolt gonna get the first pick, but Blam gonna pick him right back up. No big deal.
And we're going to see it starting to turn back, and this fight is just totally hectic. Really fun to watch, though. Six Arenas and
Mercy's
Sinatra's
down.
Rap Playlist very equal right here. But it looks like Six Arenas starting to get the advantage here. Really picking up 3 kills in quick succession there. Gonna pop Thunderbolt out of that mech. Gonna take him down. That should be a first cap from Six Arenas.
Very, very easy, like taking baby from candy.
Like taking baby from Candy. Zapri already has that pulse bomb. Well, NGV only at 45%. You can tell which Tracer's doing the work.
And the pulse bomb from Zapri is going to find Karkar, but Crimzo wasting no time, gonna pick him right back up. And 16%, and it looks like Sinatra's Rap Playlist wants to fight right now.
Yeah, so with that Mercy res down, you got that 30-second window to really make some action happen. And it looks like they're trying their best. Six Arenas, though, positioning themselves very well to try and take these fights as they want it. However, with that being said, 3 picks already going over the sides of Sinatra's Rap Playlist. Apparition with a big double barrage, killing himself in the process, shooting a wall. Explosives do damage to yourself. She is not Junkrat, and the team will cap, and it's gonna flip over to Sinatra's Rap Playlist. I just had like a brain fart after brain fart in there. That was beautiful.
It's okay. NGV on the Tracer, I think, was a pretty key player in that cap there from Sinatra's Rap Playlist.
That's right. That's what you want to do as a Tracer. Go straight to that point. That those closed spaces on that point really help out Tracer. She doesn't like fighting outdoors. NGV looking for a pulse bomb target. On the high ground right here, scoping out what he wants.
Pushing onto the point right now. They do have the sound barrier up. The sound barrier does come down for the side of Sinatra's Rap Playlist, as well as a barrage. Barrage going to take down Dahun. He does get the sound barrier down in time, but it's not going to have a ton of impact here. I feel like it's almost a waste. Six Arenas still trying to fight this out, but it's not looking good for them as Saive finds a kill. Zapper finding a kill, but the res comes in from Crimzo. Did he use Valkyrie there? Yeah, he did. Valkyrie is coming out as well. And Sinatra's Rap Playlist able to hold on.
Pretty good.
Here we go.
It's very even so far, honestly. 41% over to the side of Six Arenas, and Sinatra's Rap Playlist nearing 60% as we talk. So that Diva Bomb is going to come out trying to, dominate some aerial superiority, do some air stuff, and Diva is able to push out Apparition for just a bit, but the engagement now is coming right on top of the site.
Doing
feel
some
like-
air stuff's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The res comes out from Crimzo onto Vita Coco as Sinatra's Rap Playlist is trying yet again to hold on to this point. They're close to 80% built up, but Six Arenas is once again putting up a tough fight, finding kills in quick succession. They're going to pop Thunderbolt out of that mech. He's gonna go down. Farah's all by himself, and finally 6rena's able to cap 87% built up there for Sinatra's rap playlist. And I just like to go on a quick little short rant. It's impossible to tell when Valkyrie goes off as a caster.
Oh yeah, there's no sound. Like there's a very minimal sound of her taking off on the ground, but she doesn't really
Great
make
pulse
air.
bomb from Zapri, insta-res from Crimzo. But you know what? Heroes Never Die was like probably the most iconic thing in the game, and when Valkyrie goes off, there's just nothing.
It sounds sparkly.
Oh my god!
Zapri with a
Apparition.
great kill on the NGV there. I know Jim was watching it too. Dahun with a sound barrier. Blam gonna bring up Snap, and 6rena's defense at full force here. Sinatra's rap playlist gonna get pushed off, and look at that, already at 80%. 6rena's looking calm and comfortable right here.
That was a clutch kill into Thunderbolt, demecking Thunderbolt barely as he got away. Saipe making sure the maximum amount of stall is being used right there. It's good work, the respawn. Go ahead, Jim.
That was just awkward. 6rena's apparition stuck in the back line, you know, had a little bit of problem finding a kill onto that Mercy, but his team pulling it out.
Really?
Now 6rena's getting the fight is brought to them onto the site. Sinatra's rap playlist is going very hard. Snap activating that angry monkey on the site, knocking around this Mercy as much as he can, and she's actually able to make it out. That Valkyrie is providing a lot of help for his team, and now Snap is basically the only remaining member. And
yeah, fantastic play from Sinatra's rap playlist there to bring it back from the brink of destruction. And 6rena's hoping to get ready here to push through. NGV is going to waste that pulse bomb, and I've actually been informed by all-knowing Twitch chat that NGV is in fact NG Visitor's alt account. That's mildly interesting. In the meantime, 6rena's fighting on the point. Zapri looking for kills, able to find Karkar, but Koreabu on the Pharah with that Weeaboo nickname is going to be destroying people from the sky. Aerial superiority, we've talked about it before, and NGV proving his impact as well, taking down Saipe. Zapri going to be the last one left. He's going to go down, and round one going to Sinatra's rap playlist.
Well, the failure to deal with Crimzo was really what brought down 6rena's. In the second to last team fight, Crimzo actually activated Valkyrie inside the point, and she was really getting tossed around by Snap on his Primal Rage. You know, that Valkyrie Mercy is so vulnerable in that tight space right there. They couldn't quite finish the job, and Crimzo escaped. I think Crimzo got an assist on like every single kill in that team fight. Really would have been nice if they dealt with Crimzo while they could have. Probably would have been 6rena win, but Crimzo is able to kite away. That set up a final team fight win for him.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what they're gonna do with Mercy, honestly. It's a little ridiculous that her pick rate's above 100% in Grandmaster.
Above 100%.
It's
so
literally
there's two Mercies on teams sometimes.
Dude, I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Captain Planet.
And the Orisa already paying off. Sinatra's rap playlist, surprising Snap there. And a good disengage from 6rena's, but Sinatra's rap playlist gonna get this opening cap with ease, it seems.
Maybe.
It's always nice when you can kind of take a breather on a team fight like that and get an easy environmental kill, but maybe not. Snap already back.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna let him have it.
Yeah, already contesting with basically 99% before the cap. And now 6rena's able to contest this, even though Snap got taken away. Kills are going both ways. Saife is able to get res. Crimzo picking up Karkar again, so the kills are in favor of 6rena's. Apparition with a big tire. NGV taking Apparition out, but that'll be the end of that. 6rena's do have the numbers on point, and it looks like they'll actually be taking that first cap.
He's on that Zarya there, and yeah, first cap going to go to 6rena's, and that disengage is the main factor in that fight.
Yeah, that was perfect. Dahun went all the way back, knew they had a chance, speed boosted Snap. It was just barely. They were able to contest that point before it got capped. But it certainly worked out. Looked very calculated for sure. Obviously, Sinatra's rap playlist thought they had a free team fight in the bag. Everyone went onto the point. They had no high ground pressure. 6rena's was able to attack.
Saipe getting pulled out, didn't have the shield to keep himself alive. Oh, he wasted both of his shields. He's gonna get hooked off. He wastes the grab. Kind of a panic ult there. Apparition able to clean them both up, but Valkyrie comes through, able to pick one up. He's looking to pick up the other one. It looks like he's not going to. The Valkyrie would have enabled him to do a double res there. I'm not sure why he didn't use it, but it doesn't matter. Sinatra's rap playlist able to take that point.
Big Blam using his Valkyrie right there, gets killed immediately. He's going to lose that. I think that was more of a reactionary ult. He heard Crimzo drop it, so he felt entitled to as well. I think that was their downfall right there.
Grab now. Very early.
Here in Blender, but the Blender grab usually getting lots of kills, doesn't find anything, and meanwhile Apparition pulling out the other way, able to get a 2-man Riptire, and here comes Six Renas, ready to find some blood. Crimzo gonna res NGV in the backline, and Givazator looking for some kills on that Roadhog. He's just going to find absolutely nothing. Why is he still there? He needs to jump off. Like
he got caught back there by the Reinhardt.
Why isn't he jumping off?
Because they don't know where he is. They're gonna be looking for him. You see, everyone's in their side of Blender. They're gonna. This could be bad for Six Rhinos. I think they thought he jumped off, but now he's gonna be flanking them from behind.
NGV now could be putting his team in a bit of an awkward position. Korea Boo with that sound barrier trying to get onto the site, and now Sinatra's RP rap playlist. Wow, I thought that was something completely different.
Yeah, Givazator with a total throw right there. He is able to get back into the fight and find a kill onto Zafri, but I don't know. I don't know how to analyze that play. I gotta be honest.
So he was trying to play tech, I think. He was trying to. It worked kind of. Sinatra's playlist, they did try and go find him. They went all the way back to the outside of spawn. I think he was expecting his team to kind of go in while they were looking for him. Didn't quite work out.
Wow, NGV able to hit Blam in midair.
Playlist able to cap that point somehow. 93% built up for Six Renas, but Six Renas yet again on the attack here.
Well, I hope their grab in Blender, like you said, Cool J, usually works out. But that's the deal with Blender. Even the defenders are in a closed-in space, so Apparition able to get that 2-man Riptire quite easily.
Wow. Riptire not going to find anything this time, though. NGV going to take it out. Earthshatter only finds one. Grab finds a couple. Let's see if they can finish it off. Able to find one out of that grab. Thunderbolt finishing off Blam, but he's going to go down to Zafri as he was a bit caught out of position there. And defense finally able, or this defense continuing, sorry, to find some kills there. As Six Renas trying to disengage, 70% built up now for the side of Sinatra's rap playlist, and they are looking to 2-0 Six Renas here on Nepal. They're getting closer and closer.
NGV is doing just a fantastic job on this Roadhog, dude. He's positioning well. He's punishing them for their mistakes. He tried throwing Lucio off the map. That didn't work out.
The Bongo is now on the ground. So much damage coming out from the Sinatra's rap playlist, but Apparition with a 3-man Junkrat mine. He's going to kill Redicoko with the death nades. Fantastic Junkrat play. That's 4 kills from Six Renas. I'm not sure why they're not going in. NGV with a nice hook onto Snap there, but it's not going to be enough. Korea Boo not giving up for Sinatra's rap playlist, but it's, what is this, 4v1? Apparition with a Junkrat tire for good measure. Zafri with a nice 2K right there. 99% built up for Sinatra's rap playlist, but Six Renas capping it back. 95%. Can Sinatra's rap playlist get back onto the point? And can I speak English? No, they cannot get back onto the point. That's going to be.
That's a no to both questions. Then.
No to both questions.
Well, you saw, Jim, you mentioned NGV is punishing the positional errors that Six Renas is making. He himself actually got punished for a positional error. You know, he was trying to rely too much on the Enviro kill. He was on the edge of that point, waiting for Snap to drop his shield. He did get the kill on the Snap, but he was easily killed because he's just a giant bullet sponge hanging out in that open ground right next to the point. I think that's why Six Renas was able to kind of snowball back, even when missing Snap. I think NGV was relying a little bit too much on the environmental kill right there. Put himself in a bad spot.
Yeah, no. But Six Rhinos now are going to be running this McCree and Tracer combo. Snap switching over to Winston for just a second, but, you know, he'll be staying on his stronger pick. Snap sticking to Reinhardt. Korea Boo's going to be running that Pharah. NGV off of Roadhog now and on to Tracer. And let's see how this first engagement goes. I'm hoping Apparition really deals with this Pharmacy, but I haven't really seen him perform too well in McCree just yet.
Oh, a nice headshot there from Apparition, forcing Givazator to back away. Givazator wasting his recall as well, which gives Zafri the green light to go in. And all of a sudden, that's 4 kills from Six Renas, make it 5. make it 6? Nope, just 5.
Well,
Thunderbolt.
you're counting the mech, I think.
Thunderbolt
You're
is
counting
gonna
the
go
mech.
down. I see the mech and I just don't even register. But fantastic play from Six Rhinus there. It all fell apart so fast for Sinatra's rap playlist.
Yeah, Apparition doing a really good job getting those opening picks as well. He picked off that Mercy super early, so without that pesky res every 30 seconds, you know, makes it very hard to retake that point.
Vita Coco going down. A res comes up from Crimzo. But Six Rhinus, again, fully on the attack, and there's a grab in the first fight. So much damage coming out. Six Rhinus able to clean up 3. Thunderbolt gonna get away with his mech, just barely. And Jivazator gonna go down. 33% built up now, and Six Rhinus is in full control right now.
They're not punishing Snap right now, and to be fair, Snap's doing a pretty good job. A great ratio of when he's shielding and when he's swinging. He is just always in the face of the enemy team, not quite being dealt with like he should.
Oh, a nice shadow right there. A sneaky stun. Oh, the great stun from Apparition. No res coming out this time.
Beautiful.
Koreabu gonna take him down, but he's gonna get insta res. And that Genji is caught out here. He's gonna get staggered. Nice coordination from Six Rhinus.
Very nice.
61% and still going. And
Dude, just
total
absolute,
domination.
yeah, absolutely beautiful. You know, they're dictating the fights. They're okay. Saipe, you know, with that Zarya grab, he's using an aggressive grab while they're defending the point. A lot of teams have trouble with taking aggressive ults, and you know, Six Rhinus doing that very handily. Apparition time after time, getting these picks, and once again, gets that pick onto Vita Coco. Second pick onto Crimzo. NGV's able to pick up Snap, but Blam brings him right and back up. Apparition demeching Thunderbolt, and now onto Vita Coco. He just has to get this last kill onto this Winston, and Six Rhinus will have this point once again.
Whose Smurf is this? Apparition is insane on this McCree.
Absolutely insane, dude. That is just ridiculous. Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. 100-0 on the last section, 2-1 on Nepal, and Six Rhinus able to hit their stride. We'll see if they can keep it going into the second map here.
Oh, it's Spirit. I saw Spirit on the roster for Six Rhinos, but then he was removed. But that makes sense. Okay. Thank you, whoever that was in Twitch chat.
All-knowing
Spirit.
Twitch chat, you never fail us.
Yeah, and apparently Zappery used to be on Ninjas in Pajamas. Ooh, that's an old meme, right? That's ancient. That's like the beta days, right?
Zappery was on Misfits, I think.
Well, he was on, yeah, old Misfits as well. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing in Twitch chat.
Word. But, yeah. Spirit making an appearance, making a ghastly appearance, and making his presence known. That was absolutely awesome. Six Rhinus, you know, he was doing a lot on that Junkrat, but all it took was that McCree to really get that 100-0. I was kind of expecting a closer match, considering both other ones were 99 roughly. Like, that was way closer than I thought. But Six Rhinus making it out of our top 8. Do we know the status of our other games going on?
That was just the first
That was
map,
the
Jim.
first map, Jim.
Whoa, Jim. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
Jim.
Dude. Wow.
Dorado.
Jim, are you okay?
No. Was I
No.
ever to begin
Just
with?
straight, no hesitation. No.
No.
Calm down. Whoa. Being mean to Sinatra's rap playlist. What was... I think the only reason that one was different is because Snap didn't get taken out early. No, Sinatra's rap playlist, Orisa was able to get that enviro kill on Snap,
Right.
if you remember, on Sanctum very early. So I think they kind of messed up Six Rhinus' tempo, maybe. But since that didn't happen, this time, Six Rhinus was able to get into that rhythm very early because they kept Snap. Another thing I do want to bring up real quick. Vita Coco, it just seemed like he was trying to do too much. I think when there's no Reinhardt on one team and there's a Reinhardt on the others, and there's a Winston on that team, the Winston tries to be the Reinhardt of the team, if you know what I'm saying. Constantly being in front of the team, constantly dropping his barrier at choke points, and that's something you never want to do. That's why Vita Coco was taken out immediately the first few maps. The first few team fights of Shrine. So I think Vita Coco maybe should have, talked with his team, like, maybe what do you want me to do? Do you want me to keep doing what Winston normally does, or do you want me to switch?
Right.
I don't know. Seemed like, I'm not necessarily blaming Vita Coco because I understand that it's something that happens. It's a Winston thing, I guess you could say, but it just didn't look very good.
Yeah, that last section, it just really wasn't working out for them. We saw, I think it was more of everything clicking for Six Rhinus than any kind of mistakes coming out for Sinatra's rap playlist. Apparition and Zappery Spirit and Zappery both just totally on point, and Saipe building those gravitons so quickly. It was just really difficult to run into all of that.
Yeah, they definitely put up quite of a match. Now we're gonna be on Dorado for the second map, so let's head right into that. Team Comms looking pretty similar to last game. Apparition, Spirit, good old boy on that McCree. Zapri sticking to Tracer. And it looks like NGV will be playing Tracer as well. Korea Boo off that Pharah onto Genji. Projectile DPS. Both teams, as you may have noticed, will be running a Mercy, because if you're not running Mercy, you're losing. So sad.
Okay, edgy.
It's true. It's true. It's the state of the game.
So does Twitch chat? Do you know any of these other people in Six Rhinos, perhaps?
Well,
Alts?
I don't know about Six Rhinos, but supposedly, according to Twitch chat, Karkar played on Envy. I don't know if...
Yeah, I think he did.
I mean, unless it was
I remember hearing something
before...
like that.
Unless it was the really old Envy, like... I think that was before they even signed Doom. Or, sorry, not Doom. IDDQD. That was the name of their team.
IDDQT?
No. Puffer. I'm so mad right now.
IDDQT.
Alright, well, meanwhile, Puffer's bad memeing, but this game's getting into play. Sinatra's rap playlist trying to push forward, but Thunderbolt, his mech is gone, so just totally annihilated.
Look at the assists on that Discord damage boost.
Yeah, it's a full team effort to take him down there because
Wow.
he was really out of position and he allowed Six Rhinus to really focus him. Saipe, meanwhile, finding 2 kills with that Diva, and Sinatra's rap playlist already reeling.
Yeah, I
Saipe
don't
is
know about
ridiculous, man. Saipe is absolutely ridiculous.
He's not so. I don't know about that res on Divide Coco. He jumped up on the high ground and he didn't die, but he fed a lot of ults. Look at Spirit, already at 90%.
And Jivazator with a kill onto Zapri. That could be what Sinatra's rap playlist is looking for, but they're still getting pushed back so heavily, and Dahun gonna find the res onto Zapri, gonna eliminate that advantage. Spirit with a kill onto Thunderbolt after taking him out of that mech, and that's gonna be yet another stabilized defense from Six Rhinos.
Saipe going extremely hard, chasing this Lucio, chasing Karkar basically into his spawn and just bullying him. God. Six Rhinos, man, really hitting their stride. They're looking like a completely different team.
I feel like Saipe really benefits from these diva changes because he's not using his boosters passively, and a lot of divas use their boosters like around the payload just to get some cheeky damage. He's using it for position too. He always wants to be chasing people as Diva, always wants to be getting some sort of damage down on the enemy team. That's what you want from your Diva. Always sustained damage. It's not a lot, but it's consistent.
And the sound barrier comes down for this attacking side. It could be what they need. Dragon Blade comes out, but Apparition with a Deadeye kill on a there.
So close there. Gets that pick onto Mercy. Almost gets the pick onto the Tracer, but NGV's able to get him down. Zapri now demeching Thunderbolt, and now Blam is uncontested on this high ground, but as soon as I say that, the Angry Monkey comes to slap him off of it. But you know, Six Rhinos doing a very good job, still stabilizing, and the point is still basically in their control. They're going to keep contesting it with that Valkyrie up in the air from the side of Crimzo.
Crimzo really trying. Look at the altitude. I think he's hitting the skybox when he's going to come down now.
And
seems like a scrambled team fight.
Brawl on the point here.
Yeah.
Reses and kills all over the place. Doesn't really seem to favor anybody, but I would guess it favors the attack because of the spawns here. Both sides really just trying to find an advantage. Apparition finding a kill right there. Sorry, Spirit. I really can't deal with this. He's going to go down though. And Sinatra's rap playlist slowly pushing this payload. Let's see if they can speed it up, but I mean, they've been in the same spot on the fight for maybe 30 seconds now, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, that's not even the real choke point. This is it right here, archway right here. I don't know if they'll quite get a stop. Six Rhinos, yeah, they'll probably have to pull back. But I mean, there's one more team fight before they get this first checkpoint for sure. Six Rhinos already almost there. It's gonna be a weird one. You don't really see a lot of team fights around the market. It's a fountain, I guess, but I'm sure Six Rhinos will make it work somehow. They have a lot of ults.
Dragon Blade coming out now, going into the backline. Apparition able to get that stun down and just kill him. Crimzo picking Koreaboo back up. Thunderbolt able to get that kill down onto Apparition. Spirit back up and kicking. However, he does get the baby Diva. Now he's going to be working his way back to the payload, trying to get some good damage down onto Vita Coco. Vita Coco will be popping his Angry Monkey, and Koreaboo is just running around trying to get as much damage down as possible. Sinatra's rap playlist do have the numbers on the cart at the moment. They've got roughly 3, and this Angry Monkey's going to be slapping around NGV, but he doesn't have
it's
much
taking
longer.
them a really long time to kill Snap here, and that's fantastic stalling from Snap, allowing the rest of his team to get in. Zapri looking for kills, but Sinatra's Rap Playlist well prepared for the spawns this time, taking them out in quick succession, and all that's left now is Zapri on the Tracer. Not anymore. Karkar gonna take him down, and that's the payload getting capped. 2:30 left to push to the second checkpoint.
I think Six Rhinos was looking for them to use to bait out some more ults, but great discipline from Sinatra's Rap Playlist, not even using a single one on that last little junk team fight. Very good. They're going to be going into this team fight with 4. Six Rhinos going to have to be dealing with that Valkyrie and maybe a self-destruct and a Deadeye.
Yeah,
I'm looking for this Dragon Blade to come down from Karibu.
Yep.
Here it comes. Let's see, can he find what he's looking for? There's one on the Lucio, but Mercy was so low. A great stun for Spirit. No more Dragon Blade. And Geovisator going to go down. He's going to get res. Crimzo popping the Valkyrie. Both Mercies popping the Valkyrie. Plenty of healing. I don't think people are going to die for a while now. Spirit in a 2v1. So much damage coming out. And the DPS Mercy headshot onto a Geovisator. And Karibu going to go on the Snap. And Six Rhinos just so well played right there.
Well, that was very expensive for both sides, so I'm expecting a very weird team fight coming up. It's going to be a real brawl. No real ults for the side of either team except Vita Coco's Primal Rage, maybe.
I think Pulse Bomb will get built up.
Perhaps, yeah. Well, I don't usually count the pulse bombs since they come so quick.
True. And
Certainly a
we're
weird one.
seeing this defense of Six Rhinos diving down very heavily now. Zapri finding 2 kills, Saipi finding a kill. Zapri with a 3rd now, going off on this Tracer. Spirit in the backline is going to go down, but he's going to get res almost immediately. Karibu able to escape, but not for long. He's going down. There's no escape from this Six Rhinos defense. And we will see how Sinatra's Rap Playlist attacks now. Less than a minute left.
That's just unfortunate. You know, Karibu worked so hard on getting Spirit down, but just mitigated by that Mercy instantly. That's gotta feel bad, man. Zapri now with that Pulse Bomb in the backline, able to pick up Crimzo. Nice job from him, and they might be able to take this fight. Sinatra's Rap Playlist trying to do as much as they can, but you know, Six Rhinos, they dictate the pace of this game, and they're gonna continue to do so as they just completely wipe all of Sinatra's Rap Playlist.
I think this is what Sinatra's Rap Playlist was looking for, though. They got 4 ults coming up. To be fair, there's a couple for Six Rhinos, too, but I think this is going to be the first even team fight, ult economy-wise, they're looking for. Maybe this is all Sinatra's Rap Playlist needs. This is obviously their last team fight as we enter overtime officially. They gotta knock these people off the high ground, though.
Dragon Blade coming out from Karibu. The sound barrier from this attacking side gonna keep everybody nice and healthy. The Dragon Blade not quite finding what they're looking for, and plenty of kills coming out from Six Rhinos on the point here. Both teams kind of brawling right now, trying to find that advantage, but the payload is slowly but surely inching forwards for Sinatra's Rap Playlist.
Apparition now on the payload, just walking around it, having a good old time, just getting those headshots, and Six Rhinos are going to hold them right after the first point. Very, very nice hold by them.
Vita Coco had the right idea once again. He primal raged up onto the high ground for the side of Six Rhinos, able to knock a lot of them off, including Spirit. A lot of the people that were raining damage down. But there was just no execution from the ground forces of Sinatra's Rap Playlist. They knocked them, Vita Coco knocked them all down, but they were able to sustain. I don't think they were expecting Crimzo to get another Valkyrie, even though he got one off there at the end.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward. Spirit, he walked out onto a platform where he was kind of vulnerable. He took the Genji Dragon Blade to the face, and you know, just got rezzed after that. So that was making me think, like, I wonder if they planned that, like they planned Spirit to just be out of position to bait out some ults or something. That's some big brain plays, if so. But you know, I really have no idea of knowing.
I feel like Saipa's doing a great job on this diva. I think someone who's really adapted to this new diva well. You know, a lot of divas that are more defensive and passive, maybe not doing so well because obviously the defensive matrix nerf, but someone like Saipa who wants kills, always wants to be doing some damage. You know, now he's got those rockets. I feel like he's going to do well with this new diva.
Yeah, that guy's aim is nuts, and he's just very, like, a very high APM player, I'm guessing. He's raising his APM.
He's raising his APM.
Yeah, no, I saw him defense matrixing, like shooting in between things. Like, I don't know, it was just very impressive. Very good. And he plays super aggressive, super in their face, like you said. So he's making the most out of those rockets. It's good stuff.
Shooting things, yeah. What you said, Jim.
It's generally helpful, you know. It's
Yes.
generally.
Well, I mean, clicking things, pointing and clicking things are very important in Overwatch. So, I guess you're right, Jim.
Alright, so on the side of Sinatra's rap playlist, they will be taking aggressive positioning. Once again, Koreaboo is set up on top, trying to get that Widowmaker, isn't able to make the jump, and now he's going to try it once more. Koreaboo looking for the hop. Zapre picking off his team, though.
Yeah, Zapre, all of the shots on this Widow right now. He's looking for Koreaboo, as we mentioned. Oh, almost hits the shot right there, but Koreaboo somehow staying alive. Meanwhile, Vita Coco popping Seife out of mech, taking him down, but Seife going to get res. Snap going to go down, and Sinatra's rap playlist actually holding really well in this corner courtyard here. Zapri taking a bit too aggressive positioning, gonna go down right there. Payload has gone under the bridge, but Six Rhinos kind of reeling against this Sinatra's rap playlist defense so far, and just as I say that, Spirit with a two-man Deadeye right here, and that could be just what the Six Rhinos needs. They're gonna go ahead and push forward.
That's right, we are moving along. Six Rhinos with a clean team fight. They never really had a team fight, if you know what I'm saying, for Sinatra's plays this. They never quite picked a spot they want to defend. Archway, Fountain, in front of Archway. Instead, they just kind of sent people it was just 3 mini 2v6s. It never was quite a full team fight besides Sinatra's rap playlist. They gotta fix that quickly.
And G-Visitor with the Deadeye ready. He's in the backline looking to take down Zapri, but unable to protect his Mercy right there. Pretty difficult play, but, you know, you can say it's a difficult play, but he's got to make that play. Snap finding kills on the payload, and they are so close. They got 5 minutes, and they don't have very far to push.
No, I don't know if they get another team fight. I mean, that was really it. I would have expected Sinatra's rap playlist to kind of invest more. They should have used their ults. I don't think they're going to get here again. Oh, the Primal Rage comes in. Oh, it's huge!
G-Visitor with a 3-man Deadeye, making up for some mistakes earlier on. Sinatra's rap playlist in good control here, but again, 4.5 minutes and not very far to push, and Zapri with some plays, and it looks like Six Rhinos is ready to make that push right now.
Like I said, I think Six Rhinos was thinking like me. He said that was the last team fight, we're done here. But instead, NGV completely throwing him off. No one getting a barrier up in time. No one can hide. But it didn't matter.
Not quite enough. Six Rhinos going to take Dorado in dominating fashion. 2-1, and that's going to be 2-0 in this best of 3, and they'll be moving on to the quarterfinal, and as well, they have qualified for the finals. Did I say quarterfinal? I meant semifinal.
Top 8. Yes, we're in the quarterfinals right now, so they move on to the semis.
Awesome job, awesome job. Zapri popping off with that pulse bomb, bang! Getting that kill. And yeah, that was a nice surprise, I guess, finding out that was Spirit. You know, Six Rhinos doing a very good job dominating that game.
He's streaming right now, so I guess we could have. I guess I could have just easily looked at who was streaming and figured it out.
Yeah, but with that being said, they will be moving on. That was a best of 3. If I'm not mistaken, the next round should be best of 5, and we will be back with more. Once again, thank you to the Overguard, and thank you to Haste for sponsoring this tournament, to the Overguard for running it, and you guys should definitely check out, if you're interested in esports at all, check out the Overguard's website. We are recruiting for all sorts of positions, so if you're a caster, analyst, you write a lot, you like doing things, like, we got a spot for you, you know. Come on over, fill out that application form, and we'll have a chat. With that said, we will be back very shortly. Definitely stay tuned, and yeah, we'll see you then. Hello all and welcome back. I'm still your resident boy, Jim Basco. This is still Puffer.
I still am.
And this is still Cool J. Okay, he's got questions.
You're like cool like M right now. Maybe cool N.
Did you really just
Dab.
K.
Okay, so with that being said, the draft is underway. We have this cool new like little layout thing for it, so I'm gonna show you guys that right now.
Pog champs in
Yeah.
chat, please,
Look
for
at
how good that is.
Look at that beautiful, beautiful new look. And
Jim, are you proud of it?
I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, I can tell Jim made this.
No, I didn't.
I can tell he made this savage.
I got this from
All right.
someone, I think. But
We have plenty of maps still left to be banned. So there's 3 King of the Hill maps still ready to go. What do you guys?
We're not playing on
expecting?
Kings Row. Is everything okay with our teams? Do they have like a fever or something? How are we not playing Kings Row?
I don't know.
It's
It went
kinda-
down almost right away.
Everyone knows a regulation Overwatch match in Tier 2 has
Maybe-
Kings Row in
Maybe
it.
Karma doesn't like Kings Row.
Apparently not.
we
Apparently
still
not.
have Lijiang Tower and Nepal, however. So our real favorites are still here.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, good job. We have control maps. Never mind.
Yep.
Everything's okay.
Everything is
Real favorites.
a-okay.
Nothing but respect.
Watch
So
point.
Karma and Bedtime Fugitives, they both qualify.
Right.
Karma, returning champions from last series, Bedtime Fugitives, their first time here in the Haste series, but I think I've seen them around in other tournaments like this. Doing quite well as well, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So-
sure they've been in the Academy Gaming, and there goes Gibraltar. There's 5 maps left, and 3 of them are King of the Hill. I am mad nervous right now.
Where is Oasis? Why isn't it out of here?
Please get rid of Oasis.
So this is a best of 5. So all these maps
Best
might.
of 3.
No,
Might-
this is the best of 3.
Best
you
of 3,
scrub.
Jim.
Oh, we changed
Jim
that.
is not on it. I'm sorry. Jim is not on it today.
Not even close.
He has lost his marbles.
Oh my goodness. Gibraltar goes down. We're going to see 3 King of the Hill maps.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Not yet, though. Like I said, folks, if you don't like King of the Hill, blame the teams. Get Netka and
Necta.
captain for Bedtime Fugitives. I think it's Techie. I don't know. Just get mad at them, please.
I'm going to be so mad right now.
Please, just let Nubani live. Get rid of Oasis. I mean,
We're
King of the Hill,
praying
you know, I think it's because
That's where we're at, yeah.
Mercy's big in the meta right now. A lot of rezzing.
King of the Hill's been big for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, even more so now. I mean, it used to be just the
Oh
Koreans
my
that played.
goodness.
Here we go. It used to be just the
Oh.
Koreans that played Mercy on King of the Hill, but NA took it now.
3 King of the Hill maps. You guys ready?
GG's.
I'm ready.
As we know, King of the Hills are best of 3 now, by the way, so I think everyone's happy we made that change a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, no, that'll definitely be a lot more fun than casting 3 back-to-back best 5 King of the Hills. But okay, so it looks like our third map is gonna be Oasis, so that'll be our tiebreaker. Right now we're
Gotcha.
deciding the first and second map. So it looks like the first one will be Lijiang Tower, followed by Nepal, followed by Oasis, if need be. But not too bad. 3 King of the Hills. Obviously we're gonna not see as many in-depth strats as we usually would on a payload map per se, but we'll see some good fighting, that's for sure.
And we're getting ready here. Karma, they just need 2 players. Don't worry about it. This is normal.
You mean 4 players?
No, they only have 2 right now. It's Netka and Beast.
Yeah, so they need 4 more.
Yeah, no, this is normal for them. They only play with 2. No, Netka and Beast is all you need. That's all you need. Karma can do it. I guarantee it. So we will obviously be waiting for 4 more players for Karma, but like I said, both teams very seasoned in this kind of tier 2 scene. Karma are returning champs, obviously, so I'm really looking for them to prove themselves once again. They actually lost to Toronto Esports in the first qualifier last week, so that was a bit of a rematch kind of revenge scheme. Toronto Esports would go on to win, actually, qualifier 1. I know you guys weren't here for that. So that was pretty fun to watch, Toronto Esports and Karma. Like I said, a little revenge game for Toronto. But Karma, obviously, they do qualify, so perhaps we'll see Toronto and Karma meet for a third time in our finals next weekend. We'll have to see. But we're here with
Teams are
6.
almost ready. We do have all 6 players from Karma in the lobby. I think this is record time.
Right?
Teams are almost ready to go in for this 3 King of the Hill gauntlet. This is going to be fun.
Yep, we're ready, almost ready to get in here. Any other thoughts? Something I didn't bring up, guys? Is there a specific player on either team you're looking
Klaus.
at? Klaus, you
Always
like Klaus.
looking at Klaus. Battletoad is a bit of an unsung hero. I mean, unsung isn't the greatest term because he is pretty praised for his Lucio play, but in general, Lucios go unnoticed, and he's definitely one of the best.
He's got that beard
in
too.
this tournament.
He's got that fluffy, nice beard.
Yeah, Puffer, we can totally see his beard.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, no, man, Karma we've seen multiple times. We've casted them multiple times. They're very good, you know. They did play against Toronto Esports and ended up beating them in a qualifier quite a while ago before we ended up in DreamHack. Bed Fugitives, haven't seen them play. I'm not going to say that I've seen any of their names per se pop up, really. But they made it this far, meaning they're obviously a competent team, you know.
All-knowing Twitch chat is saying that Bedtime Fugitives off-tank player is garbage. So
that's because it's him.
Oh, okay. Are you sure? I'm
Yes.
dumb. Cool J, everybody.
Yeah, so Cool J, I'm gonna have to ask you, who sent that message? What's his name? And let's look at Bedtime's Fugitives players. Let's just make the connection.
I am not smart.
It's okay, Cool J. We keep you around.
Ah.
Do we have readies?
Ed Catechris is garbage. Yeah, Karma's still, you know, taking their time. I think 1 minute Argentina time is longer.
Yeah, time
that's
goes a
it.
lot faster when you're closer to
There we go.
the
All right,
police.
we're ready to go into Lijiang Tower here. The
3
first
control maps.
3 straight King of the Hill maps. Are you guys ready? I'm not.
Well, let's just... Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm excited. I'm gonna pretend to be excited. Klaus.
All right, folks. You're
I
thinking
can
a
always-
Junkrat on this map?
Junkrat?
No,
We're not
we
even
got...
Junkrat. But I can
Well,
always
we're
get
on Control
excited for
Center.
some Klaus Tracer play, so that's good.
We were on Control Center. That's kind of somewhat common, right? Leviathan on the Sombra. It's usually a good idea. You know, it's only a micro, but the health pack is rather close to the point for the side of both teams, actually. There's that Mega up there, so maybe they're going to emphasize vertical movement for the side of Karma, because obviously you really can't get to that Mega unless you have something like a Genji or like a Diva that can boost up to that Mega. It's obviously a pretty long walk if you go the other way. You got to walk up all the way the stairs, then you got to go to the Mega. By that time, that's a lot of time. That's all I'm trying to say.
the little
But
giggle
no,
at the end.
Leviathan, Leviathan switches onto the Junkrat. I guess he's not.
Yeah.
Want to hack the Mega.
Well, it kind of makes sense. Junkrat is kind of OP on this map. There's lots of narrow spaces, lots of corridors. Those bombs will be flying all over the place. So we did recently see Taimu pull this out over Energy and Vision. And you know how that one panned out. But both teams will be meeting in the server room. Leviathan a little bit out of position, but he will be falling back. And now it looks like Karma will be running back to the point, trying to re-engage.
Karma's struggling. Klaus is Roadhog going down early. He's gonna get rezzed up. But Leviathan, even though he's finding... Oh, there we go. Just as I say that, the mine comes down. Fighting tons of damage. Battletoad gonna take down Zoker's Riptire there. Leviathan close to his own. Here comes the Lamborghini Riptire. It's Speed Racer.
Oof.
Able to find one. Takes Sinker down to very low HP. But that first cap does go to Bedtime Fugitives.
Yeah, Karma already, however, contesting. They do already have 3 on point, and this number will continue to flicker, and that's a pretty nice quality of life change as Sinker gets those 3 picks back to back to back. I don't know if you guys saw it on the ticker actually at the top. If you see how many people, it lets you see how many people are contesting the point from both sides of the team. So
Yeah.
that's pretty
And
handy dandy.
Bedtime Fugitives pushing all the way up to Blender here. And they do have that Death Ball setup, and they have the Earth Shatter at the ready. We'll see how Karma tries to break through. It looks like Necta's just going to charge right through Blender. He's going to get the Earth Shatter down, and they're going to find one, but not much more. We'll see Necta very low. Techie flying into the backline to pick up Zoker. Leviathan with a nice two-man Riptire. Both supports going down. Leviathan going to get rezzed as well. Necta going down to Cataclysm. And here comes a Deadeye able to find Battletoad. Battletoad getting a bit caught out of position there. DDX going to pop that Valkyrie, bringing Necta back into the fight. And Karma looks like they are ready. Here comes the retake, and they're going to push up towards Blender, hopefully.
Bedtime Fugitives really relying on that grab in Blender that was gonna, get them the kills, but great crowd control ult by Netka, gets the hammer down. No one's able to cash in on it for the side of Bedtime Fugitives. They get out of the grab. Took them a little bit of time, and it took that Valkyrie. I don't think DDX wanted to burn that, but he had to do what he had to do simply because Sinker was able to get the Deadeye off, killed a couple people.
And the grab coming in from Beast here, and we see Roadhog ult coming into it, and here comes the grab from the other side, but I think it was a bit of a panic grab because we weren't able to find much out of it. They found Battletoad, but it's not going to be enough for the side of Bedtime Fugitives. 40% built up for Karma already, and Bedtime Fugitives gonna have to disengage here.
Another Zarya grab, just not getting much value. Cataclysm popped it in a goodish spot, got a couple kills. Got a couple people in that grab. Once again, not being able to cash in. And I think that was another crowd control coming out from Klaus. He was able to whole hog everyone away from that point, throw them off. So great work. They're really controlling the ults well. Karma, that is.
Yeah, we see lots of kills coming down here. The Death Nade's gonna take down Necta. 4 reses right there as both Mercies pop the Valkyrie for that double res. DDX though going to get taken down, losing the rest of that Valkyrie after he brings those reses up. Karma going to be able to stabilize, but we'll see how long that lasts. Battletoad getting caught out by a Fire Strike. Sinker pulling out the Deadeye, but not able to find anything with it. Zoker with 2 kills in quick succession on that Junkrat, and that's going to be it. A nice cap there from Bedtime Fugitives. 65% now. 86 built up for Karma, though. They really only need 1 cap here.
Doing a great job disrupting ults. This is great. Sinker not able to get his Deadeye off. That was due to Klaus being a little out of position. He was able to get a hook kill, I think, onto Sinker. So they do end up inevitably losing the team fight, but the amount of ults being wasted by Bedtime Fugitives is pretty interesting.
Grabs come out from both sides and very little kills, and I think you hit it right on the nail. Just wasted ults from both sides, really. And coordination not at the level we're used to seeing for Karma right now.
Well, I think it goes for both sides. I wouldn't say maybe wasted wasn't the best word for it. It's just both teams are doing a good job of diffusing each other's ults, and that's why Karma. Oh, they're not able to get there actually. Kind of forgot how much time was on that ticker. But it just seems like every ult is a counter ult, if you know what I'm saying. Everyone's kind of being too reactive with their ult. No one wants to really start a play, either team that is. So they're just kind of throwing them out simply for crowd control, or just for positionally, trying to punish positionally type things. It's kind of messy from both sides. I think the team that figures out their ults first is going to be able to win this next one. I think it just happened to be Bedtime Fugitives just won the last team fight, if you know what I'm saying. Just the momentum was with them. But we're going to be switching back. We are now on Garden. Klaus going to be on that Tracer now. We saw him on the Roadhog for a little bit. Roadhog and Mercy have such great synergy these days. Roadhog able to keep himself alive for quite a bit. That take a breather, can move with it now. Now Mercy can res him. I know a lot of people in the pro community have been complaining about that kind of synergy. I certainly see it a lot of times. Neko forcing the first kill. And we'll get into this one.
Bedtime Fugitives looking for more, but Leviathan in the air on that Pharaoh, raining down damage around Poster here. And there we go, 2 kills right there. And that should be it. A nice air shot from Leviathan, and Karma able to get this first cap. Hopefully they can keep up that momentum.
Good job from Bedtime Fugitives. You know, they knew they kind of lost that team fight, so they were able to just simply instead, they didn't get a lot of ult charge since Bedtime Fugitives kind of had a more passive team fight. They backed off a lot, trying to just I think a couple of them jumped off the map once they realized they had lost it. So good time for Bedtime Fugitives. I know certainly there'd be more ults than there normally are. Once again, we're having another weird team fight. A couple Enviro kills. Battletoad off the map.
Yeah, here comes the Diva Bomb trying to take down that pharmacy, not able to find anything. Barrage coming down from Zoker, able to find one, able to demech Beast, but not quite enough impact there, as yet again Bedtime Fugitives getting pushed away. Klaus with a nice 2k on that Tracer. You hear him letting everybody know that he is on fire. There's the kill on the hang. There is no escape from Klaus and Karma, as they are now up to 50%.
Leviathan just not being dealt with right here, you know, and he's not. It's not that he's not playing it well, but he knows he's not being challenged, so he's able to get even more aggressive. He's constantly on the point, in closed-in spaces. He's usually on the ground sometimes. Klaus fell to his death. I don't know what that was. But Leviathan, his accuracy's on it. He's getting these Pharaoh shots. So he's just able to be everywhere, kind of. Then you start punishing that. Whoa, it's huge. Self-destruct going to be cleaning up quickly.
Sinker finding some kills as well, and they are able to finally cap the point. 75 built up for Karma, but they're going to start building up.
Great job by Bedtime. They only needed that self-destruct to clean up everything. They're going to be sitting on a pulse bomb. Primal Rage, almost a barrage, too. I guess they did use their Sepuldos, I see. Lucio and Mercy dropping their Valkyries and sound barriers. But overall, they have some sustain right here with that Primal Rage. It's a lot of health.
And we're seeing Karma trying to find the kills on the point. Necta, I just realized, has the BlizzCon Winston skin. I don't know why that matters, but I think it's pretty cool. Sinker, sorry, not Sinker. Bedtime Fugitives finding all the kills on the point here. Leviathan found one with that barrage, but Karma really fighting back too late in this fight. They needed to find kills earlier on. And just really struggling. They're going to try and push in. They have an advantage here. They're looking to capitalize on it. Klaus is finding so many low players here. Finds Lucio. He's hoping for a Tracer pick as well. Lucio going to get res back up. And we'll see if Karma can snowball. I'm not even sure how that window opened up. Did you guys see that?
Well, no, that was because Zoker, I don't know why he dropped a barrage on a very low health Netka at the end of that team fight. Barrage right there. He got the Netka kill, but everyone to the side of Karma was spawning. So, easy kill for Klaus, obviously stationary when you're barraging, and they were able to snowball off of that. 6v5, I guess he just really didn't like Netka, but Karma doing a great job picking up on that mistake. That was huge. Without that Pharah, you know, that's most of the damage for the side of Bedtime Fugitives. You know, it's the same for Karma. You know, that's 120 per missile. That's a lot of damage they missed out. I think Bedtime Fugitives really was missing that Pharah.
And we're seeing this last fight coming together. Beast with a fantastic two-man Diva Bomb. 98% built up for Karma now. And we are in overtime. 3 people on the point for both sides as Karma tries to finish this map off. Bedtime Fugitives hoping and praying to fight back, find that play that they need. Sound barrier comes down for Karma. Klaus with a kill on the Sinker. Klaus with another one on the hang. DDX with that res coming through. Beast is going to contribute as well. Zoker gonna end up killing himself on that barrage, and overtime just barely can keep on going, and not any longer. 1-1 now as we go to the final section of Nepal.
Pretty nutty. We have right here the tank play from Karma. That's what I'm saying is nutty. I said that sentence out of order. Great work. Netka, he's getting these primals quick. That's something I've seen him improve on throughout a lot of his time here with the Haste tournaments. That team fight, he got, like every other team fight, he had one. And that's the kind of consistency you want with Primal Rage. And Beast doing a great job with these self-destructs. He had a great one there in that last team fight. That really opened it up for Karma to hold that last team fight. Sometimes a lot of Divas been struggling with their self-destructs simply due to just the way self-destruct works, obviously. Somewhat easy ult to avoid, but it's always nice to get those extra kills. You know, a lot of teams don't depend on self-destruct kills. You know, it's more just a bonus. But Beast is always trying to help out his team. Great work. We have another team fight coming on up. Team fight here on the point. Wow, a lot of first kills.
Wow, Leviathan with the kills. Necta finding some kills as well, as Bedtime Fugitives really just finding nothing at all in this first fight. Karma, do you think it was a fair play?
Yeah, they're just not dealing, like, again, they're still not dealing with this Pharah. Leviathan is able to go wherever he wants. And that's on the point, outside the point, in the air. You know, you gotta punish that Pharah when she's in those close quarters. because that's obviously the easiest way to get rid of that Pharah when she's, near these walls, near these corners. At least you can get some splash damage onto her, which is not being dealt with. And Leviathan, he's been accurate recently. He's hitting these shots. And not just frontline heroes, too. He's getting the back line, too. Always wants to get those support kills, the Mercies. And once again, I don't think it was him that got the Mercy this time. I do believe that was Klaus getting a nice Pulse Bomb stick. But again, Bedtime Fugitives, they lose that Mercy. That is the pushing power gone. That is your insurance policy. Your res gone. They're going to back up and give them a couple more percent. Have another team fight coming up right here.
And yeah, we're seeing Leviathan in the backline just spamming rockets down into Courtyard as Bedtime Fugitives tries and enter this fight. Catacrys on the Roadhog looking for the damage. He's going to find a hook on the Necta. Can he finish him off? Leviathan's going to go down to Zoker, instantly res. DDX popping that Valkyrie there, able to res up Necta as well. Tagvisor from Sinker finding nothing. Leviathan with a two-man barrage right here. Zoker's still alive in the sky, and Leviathan getting res for the second time this fight. Zoker's going to be the last one. Oh, a great boop there, taking down Beast as Zoker goes down himself. 75% built up for Karma here, and they're in full control so far on Night Market.
They're rolling, and Karma only used 3 ults to win. That time Fugitives used 4, and they didn't even get it. That's always what you want to do. You always not only want to win, but it's definitely an extra bonus if you use less ults. Sitting here, though. Another Pulse Bomb onto Mercy. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Klaus is accurate with these Pulse Bombs today.
Yeah, Klaus with the Pulse Bombs, and the the Grav comes out, but they didn't have the follow-up for it quite right away. But no worries, Karma always has a plan. Necta able to finish it off, and there we go, 100-0 on the third section. That's going to be a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 for Karma as we go to the second of 3 King of the Hill maps.
Karma just on it. Klaus, he was starting to get really creative with his type of stuff. He's always trying to utilize high ground as Tracer, even if it's not a map very friendly with its high ground. You saw him on the enemy team's side, kind of on the top of Market right there, always trying to distract the enemy team, always making the tanks or the DPS turn around for fear that their support might get taken down. So really cool stuff from everyone on Karma. Everyone trying to do some sort of damage, trying to bring something new to every team fight. That was so crucial. I think I saw that. Sometimes you saw Pharah on the point, sometimes behind the point. Sometimes you saw Tracer on the high ground, sometimes you saw him right on the front line, or sometimes getting those pulse bombs onto Mercy. I think I saw Klaus take out the Mercy, who's playing Mercy, Zoker, at least 3 times. Pretty nutty.
Yeah, I think it was just... I think it was Leviathan, really. I mean, obviously we know Klaus is a fantastic Tracer, but even as they started to deal with the Pharah, DDX was able to keep Leviathan up so well that he was really able to find just so much value. It was fantastic. I love watching good Pharah play.
I'm just going to confirm real quick. Jim, you do have a stream delay, right? A couple players brought up possibly it's not. I want to make sure that's taken care of. Yeah, you give me the thumbs up on Skype. Should be a minute of delay. A couple players told me that it might not be, but we're going to be moving on to Nepal. Second King of the Hill map, as Cool J says. Anything else, Cool J, you have to? I feel like I took up most of the wrapping up kind of talk.
I'm sorry. I really don't have a lot. I mean, I was really impressed with DDX's play. I feel like when I see a Grav, I want the instant gratification of it just getting annihilated. And so it's really tough to watch when Karma grabs and they like wait until the grab is already over to kill everyone, and then they kill everyone right away, and I'm like, oh well, I guess it was a good grab. And so, you know, it's really fun to watch Karma in every other sense except for that one kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah, grab's such, so powerful. Even the seconds after the grab goes away, they're still kind of bunched up, so they're trying, obviously you're trying to spread out once that grab expires. But certainly, if you can make it work, sometimes even the time after that is useful. So, but I get what you're saying. There's nothing better than just watching or playing, or even if you are seeing that Zarya grab, you see like all 4 or 5 people in there, and then getting those kills. That's such a confidence booster too, because the kill feed lights up. You know, we're going crazy. The fans are probably going crazy on stream. It's just such a confidence booster for everyone. And for the enemy team, you know they're not probably feeling so well. It's just really something that gets you hyped up for the games. But we're here on Nepal. Here on Nepal, we're going to be starting out on Shrine. Decent map. We saw quite a few 100 zeros the past couple days here at the Haste Qualifiers. We're going to be getting into this one. Mirror comps for the most part, although Badger and Zenyatta... Badger on that Lucio and Battletoad on the Zenny is the only difference, along with Kata on the Roadhog, Beast on that D.Va.
Stinker with a kill onto Necta there. Necta gonna get rezzed up. Bedtime Fugitives is fighting along Elephant right here. And Catacris with a kill onto Beast after Beast gets DMAC. Catacris finding another one onto Necta right there. And they are... Looks like Bedtime Fugitives is gonna get that first cap.
Yeah, I mean, really good job. I guess Netka, rare misplay. I guess he mistimed his jump a little bit. Got in there a little bit too early. Perhaps maybe just wasn't expecting the Roadhog. Catacris on that Roadhog. You know, we don't really see a lot of Roadhog play these days. He's coming into the meta a little bit more, as Mercy is now almost a staple for at least this short amount of time before her next nerf comes in. Obviously, I mentioned how great synergy they have. Always want to res that Roadhog, and it's a lot of health back in your health pool.
And Karma trying to push back onto the point right now, but they're not able to find the kills they're looking for. Sinker with a kill onto Klaus in the backline. And, you know, his Tracer play is usually really good, but we haven't seen him have the impact he usually has, as Sinker pulls out the attack visor, but he has absolutely no targets to look at. Leviathan, meanwhile, with a attack visor of his own, and again, no targets. Klaus and Zoker both finding a pulse bomb kill right there, but Bedtime Fugitives going to cap this, as Karma will be still alive on the point, trying to get some free damage here, but Bedtime Fugitives going to stabilize. 55% built up for them, and Karma still hasn't done anything.
Yeah, this Roadhog's really messing him up. Leviathan's going to play the Reaper. I don't think he's played a lot of Reaper, at least not for Haste, I assume, so this might be tough. That's always what you want to do, though. You always want to make teams switch for you, and that's exactly what Catacurse is doing.
Oh, that's an unfortunate hook. Zoker going to go down to that D.Va bomb right there. And we'll see Klaus has yet another pulse bomb. He just used one a couple minutes ago. Right now he's looking for a kill onto Lucio on the point. There it goes. He's going to go down. He's looking for Singer. Singer going down. Pulse bomb onto the Winston, and Klaus with the plays. Leviathan with a Reaper switch. And there we go. Karma going to get the cap there. Going to go ahead and switch. 82% built up already for the side of Bedtime Fugitives.
My ultimate is charging.
Leviathan, I guess, you know, I mentioned that he didn't have a lot of experience on Reaper. I didn't mention that he was not good. Obviously, he's going to be working out. We're going to see Catacurse obviously switch for that Reaper. So this is just a switch game now. If Leviathan can keep having value on this Reaper, perhaps it'll work out. But if Catacurse is able to restabilize...
And Beast going to body block Sinker. There was a fantastic article from Captain Planet about the art of body blocking. Sinker going to get rezzed up there, and Valkyrie is going to come out from Techie. Zoker going to use that pulse bomb, and DDX going to use a Valkyrie of his own. It seems like every time we see Valkyrie, both Mercies are using it. Sinker going to pull out that attack visor, and yet again, no targets. DDX and Techie both finding yet another res, and Leviathan on the Reaper, just destroying people. 3 kills at the end of that fight. Looking for more. The Edgelord is in full effect today for Karma.
I think they might have found some right here. Battletoad, if you noticed, all 3 of those kills for the side of Leviathan had an assist on them. That's pretty crazy.
Well,
From
one of them was
Battletoad
from
on that
DDX,
Zen.
but yeah, Battletoad and Leviathan with a very good combo there, as you mentioned. Klaus getting a bit caught out, going down. He is going to get rezzed up by DDX. Catacris, that was just weird. Leviathan with the Edge Blossom, going to find 2 in the back line, and he has been the impact player today. Usually it's Klaus, but Leviathan showing that he can be a star player too. 87% already for Karma here, and it looks like they should be able to take Shrine. Bedtime Fugitives is going to have something to say about it, though, as they're coming in towards the point.
Real quick, I want to say that was a beautiful play. Beast actually zoned them back into there with the self-destruct, forced them back into that tiny building. That made it easy for Leviathan's cringe blossom. And whoa, Ryan Heartless battle coming up. Hang's gonna take Neko all the way off the map. We'll see who that benefits. What team is better without the Reinhardt?
Oh, this
and I think
coming
it's
out from
bedtime.
Bedtime Fugitive. Zoker and Sinker combining for 5, all 6 kills right there. The DPS coming out in full force onto that Graviton. 99 built up for Karma, and now the burden is on them to cap this point. 87 built up for Bedtime Fugitives. It's going to be one chance for Karma.
Great awareness by Catacurse, knowing that the Reinhardt was not there for Karma. Easily popped that grab. Didn't get a lot, but there was no Reinhardt shield to defend.
And Klaus with a pulse bomb. Techie
It's
with
big.
the immediate res though. And Beast with 2 kills right there. No more res for this defense as he finds McCree and Mercy. A sound barrier is going to keep Bedtime Fugitives healthy, but is it going to be enough? Necta is able to block Hang's Earthshatter as Leviathan on the Edgelord is coming in. DDX pops the Valkyrie. Leviathan is Edgelord, and that's going to be it. Overtime's going to tick down. Techie barely flies in, able to get the res up. DDX going to go down to a Deadeye, but it's not going to be enough. 199, 1-0 for Karma.
Really crazy fight right there. I thought it was done, but like you said, that Valkyrie, you get a lot of speed, especially when you're guarding Angeling. Able to get on that point, stall out for a little bit, but it didn't quite matter. Karma was able to hold it off. 1-0 now, and a close one. But like I said, great plays coming out. Leviathan, I think he might have something on this Reaper. Really great plays. He's been working with Beast and Battletoad. Battletoad will switch to that Lucio now, but doing a great job. Shot calling must have been perfect from Battletoad, because I saw a lot of Discord kills on that from that Reaper. Working together well, along with Beast. And I know some of you in chat, some of you are saying, yes, this is the Argentinian World Cup team. Karma, that is. They're all in Argentina. Happy to have them along. For those of you who did not know.
Yeah, they've been to Haste a couple times. They've actually won one of our series before.
That's right.
We love having them here, and they're a really fun team to watch. Their coordination is really key for a team that's all on 200 ping. And Leviathan looking for the air shots there. Techie going to go down. He's in a battle with Zoker, but Zoker going to win it before going down himself. DDX with a res onto Leviathan, and Karma going to get the first cap, but Bedtime Fugitives, many people still alive. They're starting to go down quickly, and Karma really cleaning that fight up very fast when it seemed like Bedtime Fugitives was going to have something to say right there.
Well, great awareness by Battletoad right there. He gets that boop kill. You know, a lot of times, a lot of heroes will just ignore Baby Diva when she's about to kill herself. You know, get off the map, obviously, she's resetting. But Battletoad, if he includes that boop, that's an environmental kill. That's another 5-6% on the ult meter, I do believe, for him. Or at least a little bit. So great awareness from Battletoad. You know, it seems like something minute, something that shouldn't be brought up. But you never know when that ult charge comes in handy. That just goes to affirm what you said, Cool J, about the coordination and the teamwork of this team. Always looking for something.
And right now, just kind of Bedtime Fugitive seems like they don't really know what they want to do. They keep rotating back and forth. And meanwhile, Karma is building up their ult. Klaus with a great goal on the Catacrys. Catacrys getting caught out there, and Bedtime Fugitives yet again is going to be playing, just trying to figure out where they want to go.
Well, that's the thing. When you're waiting so long to figure out where you go, the defenders, you know, they'll get a little impatient. You know, you'll see that Tracer on Klaus kind of go in and poke you for a little bit. You'll see the Farmers, he go over the top and try and get some rockets down on you. You really can't stall too much right here, unless you're looking to punish that position type stuff. But they're not really in a position to do that with no hit scan.
Techie going to find a kill onto Klaus before going down. Klaus going to get res up by DDX. His Bedtime Fugitives trying to push in here. Barrage comes down, but he finds one before getting hooked. Hang going to finish the Leviathan off, and Karma full control on the point here, but Bedtime Fugitives trying to push in, trying to make a change. 87% now, and Bedtime Fugitives going to get pushed away here. It's just a matter of how long it takes them to get cleaned up. And every second they stay alive is less likely that they'll be able to retake it here as Karma inches closer and closer to 99.
Well, it's a 4v5 right now, but there are no tanks for the side, and everyone's going to go down like flies, unfortunately. Seems kind of mean to say, but there's no tanks right here. No one's there to absorb the damage. They're going to go down quick. And that will do it, I believe. Karma, they're going to hold it right here, and they've done it quickly.
Karma with a 4-1 King of the Hill and 2-0 in this best of 3. And that means they are going to be moving on to the finals. of this qualifier. Obviously, that both teams have already qualified for the grand finals next week, and we will see them again. But pretty much what we've been used to seeing from Karma, in my opinion.
No, yeah, this is great. You know, I mentioned how they like their dramatics right here, but this was a lot more coordination. You know, I think the matches we've watched, they're always, you know, they got the reverse sweep on Toronto Esports. You know, we saw a little bit ago, but they've really, I think, cleaned up a lot of things. Netka, I think, most improved player from what I've noticed. It's been great from him. The Primal Rages have been way more consistent. His positioning has been pretty good. He's definitely most improved player, I think, from this team so far, at least from what I've seen from this game. So, anything else you want to add, Cool J?
I mean, you're so much better at wrapping things up than I am, Puffer. I don't know how I can compete with that. Karma's just, the coordination, really, we've talked about it. Playing on 200 ping, it's so much more important. And across the board, really, we see them making just fantastic plays. It's really fun to watch.
All right. I think I agree with you. So Karma will move on to the finals. They'll be waiting for our next, for their opponent, which we are about to cast right now. We're going to have Team 6 Rhinos versus WBC Sky. I'm sorry, Bunny Blasters fans, but WBC Sky was able to pull it off. I know there were a lot of Bunny Blasters fans out there in the chat, and I guess they were not able to qualify this time. Sorry about that. WBC Sky, Wawa's bootcamp team. They're certainly no strangers to the finals either. They qualified last series, I do believe. Didn't quite move on, I do believe. I think they lost out to Toronto Esports, but certainly they've been here before, so perhaps they're improved. So, I think that'll do it. We're almost ready to get here. Looks like they map drafted already. Great. We like teams like this. They're prepared. Ready.
Yeah, it's pretty rare in this tournament, but we're ready to go. And it looks like we're doing Lijiang Tower, Nepal, and Eichenwald. So
wow, folks!
If you like King of the Hill, have I got a deal for you?
Yeah, we're going... I couldn't even change the order. Like, can we start with Nepal and go to Lijiang?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, oh well.
Okay, it looks like both teams are ready, and we are going to be going into Lijiang Tower real quick here. And Jim is just doing some great finger motions. Like,
what's he trying to tell us? Well, he's rubbing his soul patch. No, it's not soul patch. What do you call it? Goatee, a little goatee.
Gotta rub the goatee.
Yeah, whatever, Cool J.
What, as I rub nothing?
As you rub nothing. Sorry, just making sure everyone's on the same.
I'm a child.
Yeah, so Lijiang Tower. Have you folks seen this map before? It's great. It's based in China.
No, I don't think I have seen this map before.
Oh yeah, well that's great.
It's some really interesting map design. Like the layout's really, wow. Really wow. We're gonna see some meme pics out from both sides, really. But I think the meme pics are actually serious on the side of 6 Rhinos here. We're seeing Doomfist and Genji and Pharah. I mean,
don't worry about it. It's fine.
I'm excited. It's an interesting 3 DPS, but okay, Zapper gonna switch on to Tracer. That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay, Dahoon gonna. Okay, perfect. Well, triple DPS.
Wait, what was on with Dahoon?
Oh, was he on Lucio? I thought he was on someone else. It's kind of difficult to heal 3 DPS with no Zenyatta. Obviously Zenyatta doesn't need line of sight or AoE to heal, so I don't know. 6 Rhinos might struggle here.
Going down very quickly. They're gonna get res back up, but WBC Sky already on the back end of this fight, on their heels, trying to fight back, and fight back they do, finding 3 kills there. But 6 Rhinos still has control of the point as Smeagol finding a 2K on the Tracer, and that could be what WBC Sky needs as they're finally able to take control of the point here, and they're gonna get that first cap.
And no, not quite yet, Cool J. Okay, now, yes. No, who's still there? Tracer.
How have they not capped this yet?
How have they not gotten this? 6 Rhinos not giving up.
I went to 6 Rhinos to spawn because I was like, oh, WBC Sky's got this.
Okay, now there we go.
Putting up a fight, WBC Sky finally gonna finish it off.
Oh, that's exactly what they wanted. Stray going to be using that self-destruct for little reason right there. I think that's what they were looking for. That little tiny junk crush at the end, they wanted to force out an ult, and I think that's what they did. Wasn't much, but Stray going to be down self-destruct. I think that might have been what 6 Rhinos was looking for. But like I said, it's so difficult to heal triple DPS without a Zenyatta. You know, a Zenyatta, like I said, you can just put an orb on a flanker or something, say, yeah, go have fun, kill the enemy team. But with this Mercy and Lucio, the DPS are kind of chained to the rest of their team. They gotta hang around.
Deku with a two-man visor there, but he's not going to survive for the full duration. Spirit with a Dragon Blade here, able to find Jingle Buns. Deku gonna go down with some help from Spirit, and WBC Sky, only 2 left on the point here. They're gonna try and stall it out. Actually, they are still finding kills. We'll see if it's enough, though.
Yeah, both Primal Rages activated. And I think 6 Rhinos is going to be able to stabilize. You know, this is probably what 6 Rhinos is thinking. Like I said, it is so hard to heal the triple DPS with these kind of healers, but when you have the point control, it becomes a lot easier. Since you're going to be moving more as a team when you have the point, obviously, you're going to be playing more to hold the points, you're going to be a little bit more passive, you're going to let the team come to you, you're going to be a little bit more organized, so I think this might have been what 6 Rhinos is looking for. I think they're going to be able to hold this quite easily. At least for the first couple team fights, because they have both support ults right here. Valkyrie and the Sound Barrier, but so does...
And Sound Barrier coming out from both sides. Valkyrie has not been used yet for either side, and there we go. Valkyrie coming out from Jingle Buns, gonna bring up Frodo, but Febreze going down Blam with a Valkyrie of his own, and kills kind of back and forth here, but WBC Sky gonna get onto the point here, try and gain an advantage. They're gonna take out Snap. Saibe and Spirit both dropping their ults, only finding 1 kill out of both of them. Stray with a Diva Bomb, gonna find Saibe, and he's gonna get res back up and immediately get killed. Jingle Bun's gonna go down to Zapri. Smeagol with a Pulse Bomb onto Zapri, though. It's impressive to see Tracer Pulse Bomb a Tracer. Smeagol with a 2k right there. Deku gets Spirit and Smeagol again. You've been saying his name a lot. That Tracer play has been very impressive. Saipe already back to this fight. He's died for the 2nd time in this fight now. 66% built up for the side of 6 Rhinos. Febreze with 2 kills to end that fight as the DPS Lucio. 68 now for WBC Sky.
Great body blocking. You know, they must have read Captain Planet's article, Cool J, like you said. Frodo actually able to force Snap's Primal Rage. I think Snap Primal Rage to try and stall out that point even more, but Frodo able to bounce him off of the point. Snap ended up wasting that Primal since they got the point flip before he got back on the point.
And Deku with Attack Visor finds 2, already up to 90%. WBC Sky in full control now, and I think 6 Rhinos is gonna make it to the point, maybe? I don't think so, time is here.
Genji's
Spirit trying to get in.
No movement ability.
He's too slow.
Over.
Oof.
Oof, for sure.
Oof.
Wasn't quite calculated right there. You know, even if they got there, it was just Genji and Winston who were really immediately at the point. The rest of the team was going to be a couple seconds, so I think that still would have been a WBC Sky win. I don't know, I think 6 Rhinos needs to figure out the support play right here, or get a second tank. Just seems like even when they had the point, you know, I thought they were going to do a little bit better since the healers were more suited for holding the point rather than taking it. I don't know, maybe even you bring up an Ana or a Zen if you're still going to run this. I know, I said the dreaded A word. No one playing Ana these days. Victim of the meta, but perhaps that's what they needed. I see Spirit on the McCree now. That is what he does. McCree dude. So maybe they're looking for a little bit more stopping power. McCree on that. That's that flashbang.
Looking to deal with Smeagol on that Tracer.
Looking to deal with Smeagol.
Largely uncontested. And there we go. Smeagol going to use that recall a lot earlier than he was hoping to. And oh, a great boop from Febreze, gonna take down Spirit, but he was a bit too aggressive there. Not really sure if it was worth it for just that 1 kill. And 6 Rhinos in full control, and Spirit's McCree, even though he didn't get a ton of kills, really was the key in that fight.
Yeah, Febreze maybe was just thinking it would be a little bit of a, you know, he got McCree. That's one of the best heroes you want to do the boop kill to. Obviously McCree, very little mobility. Slow time for him to get back to the point and get in position, but we're going to waste that. The Spirit is back on the point. I think he hears Tracer and he wants Smeagol. He's going to be playing kind of in the back line, though. Kind of I guess he's still just trying to defend those supports. I expect him to be a little bit more frontline since it's just the Tracer as a flanker.
Deadeye from Spirit, able to find one, lots of damage onto a few more, and 6 Rhinus is going to try and push out here. We see Frodo almost falling off the map on that Winston. Smeagol gonna take down Blam. Spirit wasn't quite paying attention, but Zappery gonna take Smeagol down. Nobody escapes from this 6 Rhinus defense, and Zappery going to pop Stray out of the mech, and they're gonna take him down. 6 Rhinus at 42% and still going after losing the first section to WBC Sky. They are bouncing back.
Spirit is completely on fire right here. Already up to another Deadeye. And I just say how hard it is for McCree to get his Deadeye. His ult, you know, he doesn't have self-sustain, doesn't have a lot of things that gets his ult up other than shooting and hitting things, so the fact that he's getting his ult quick shows me he is accurate. More accurate than maybe other hit scans I've seen on the Haste series.
And we see kills from both sides, but Jingle Buns with 2 reses already. Zappery with a 2-man pulse bomb right there. That's huge. Spirit finding a 3rd, and all of a sudden this fight, which looked pretty even, WBC Sky is just totally out of.
It's just that every single team fight, it's just one pick just ruins them. I'd expect, you know, when you practice in scrims, you're kind of expected to, if this hero goes down, this is what we do. If this hero goes down. But I'm noticing one hero goes down, it's just the end of the world for WBC Sky. Can't quite figure out
I think
what
that's
to
more
do.
of just 6 Rhinus knows how to push their advantage really well. And you know, obviously WBC Sky does have some coordination issues, but I really think it's something that 6 Rhinus just does well. A fantastic play from Spirit there. Oh my goodness, the headshot onto Stray, and 100-0 on the second section after a very hotly contested first section went to WBC Sky.
Well, I think 6 Rhinos was able to take the point first, so I think maybe 6 Rhinos are just better at defending. They like that. They like that self-sustain a little bit more, and I think that is because of Spirit's McCree play. He's so good on this McCree. Man, I hope we're getting some good McCree cam, Mr. Jim. I know you can hear me. Hope we're getting some good McCree cam. He has been getting his ult so much. He had like 4 Deadeyes, or 3, and that's pretty rare in 100-1. That's not a lot of time. He was able to get quite a few off. So I'm happy for him. If he's going to stick on the McCree here, it wouldn't be the most uncommon thing, but certainly sometimes we see Junkrats on Control Center right here. But McCree is a decent counter to Junkrat, especially with now that he has 2 C4s. Some Junkrats tend to get a little bit more crazy with their mobility. Sometimes they feel like they're a little indestructible, so maybe the McCree is to counter that. Here we go, team fight quickly happening here on the high ground.
Yeah, we see Jingle Buns with a res onto Frodo after Frodo goes down early. Snap gonna go down early, and there's a res as well. So both Ryan's taking tons of damage, but New Mercy means that's not a problem at all. Stray gonna find 2 kills right there. Deku finding a 3rd, and all of a sudden WBC Sky in full control. I don't know if the Junkrat or the Zarya was the real driving force behind that, but for whatever reason it was, WBC Sky is pushing up to Blender here, and Spirit is the Reaper main!
You know it.
He
That's
is
him.
on the greatest hero in this game. The Edgelord is out to play once again, and they are looking for some damage right now.
Yeah, I think
Junkrat Tire coming out, Snap gonna go down to it, but Spirit all the way in, getting tons of damage out, and really showing his prowess right now.
Yeah, Dahoon and Spirit working together greatly. Dahoon always wants to be speed boosting that Reaper into their back line. Dahoon does go down though, so that's actually going to take away some of their pushing power, I believe. And that is going to be another WBC Sky win.
Yeah, I think the real thing there was, even with Spirit in the backline doing all kinds of damage, the rest of the team really couldn't do much of anything. You know, the Deathball was trying to push into a Junkrat, and that's just never really a good idea. It's really tough to do. So Zappery in the backline trying to cause a distraction here, but a grabs in the front line from both sides, and absolutely 0 kills from either one. We'll see if that changes. Spirit with a 2-man Death Blossom. The Edgelord is in full force. Smeagol pulling out the whole hog, trying to keep people away from this point, but Spirit is continuing to find kills. Smeagol with a nice hook kill onto Spirit in desperation mode, but it's not going to matter. Spirit insta-rezzed, basically. 72% built up for WBC Sky, but with that Reaper, we're going to see 6 Rhinos pushing into Blender right here.
That's a smart res. You know, I think Mercy had to choose between Spirit or... no, never mind. It was just Spirit. Obviously, that's an easy res. You always want Reaper to clog up these choke points. He's great for pressuring Blender right here. The Riptire, it's going to get Dahoon. Could open
Yeah,
up.
2 kills there from WBC and a res as well. Blam, though, gonna res Valkyrie and then get the double res right there, evening this fight right back up, but it doesn't matter. The too many res were far out of position. They went down almost immediately, and that's pretty big waste in my opinion.
Well, they're going to get some kills back here. I think what Blam was trying to do is wait a little bit before rezzing. That way the side of WBC Sky would be a little bit farther in on the point and then get the rezzes off to kind of squeeze them, but...
Oh my goodness, that was, I don't know if that was intentional or if it was a panic grab, but Saipe grabbing directly next to the grab that Spirit was caught in, catching 2, and Reaper close range, no way to escape. That was just brutal.
As a brutal now, he's got a Death Blossom along with the Pulse Bomb. Gonna be a lot of damage coming out for the side of 6 Rhinos. They're bunched up right now. I know Spirit's gonna try and get in there. There he is. He's got the projected barrier. He's getting kills.
2 kills, looking for more. He's gonna get right clicked by Apparition and Jiggle Buns, annihilating that Death Blossom with a 2-man res right there off of the Valkyrie. Smeagol gonna pop Whole Hog, but he is so low. The sound barrier is going to keep a Spirit alive as he takes him down. And there we go, 86% built up for 6 Rhinos. They're pushing into Blunder. They are still finding kills. They're going for Frontal. They're pushing out onto the spawn door. And this kind of aggression from 6 Rhinos is what's going to win them this map.
Well, Tracer's going to try and touch. I think there's enough time. Oh, no, she gets taken down. Never mind. No one's going to be there.
There we go, 2-1, and Lijiang Tower going to 6 Rhinos.
Just great work playing around this Reaper so amazingly. Dahoon was always trying to speed boost Spirit into their backline. Saipa always giving him projected barriers when he was about to make a play like Death Blossom or perhaps get a key tank kill. Snap was always shielding for him, and it was just great. Really fun to play around the DPS that works. You know, I feel like it's a little bit easier maybe to play around a Reaper than, you know, I see a lot of teams play around Pharahs. That's usually a common DPS to play around, but I think Reaper might be even easier, you know, since there's not a lot of vertical movement for him, so it's easier for teams to play around him. But be moving on to Nepal. Another control point map. It's the same exact thing that Karma did. Even the same score too, 2-1.
It's pretty similar. Almost exactly the same.
Quite similar. As a quick reminder, both these teams do qualify for our finals next weekend. We hope you do join us for that, by the way. We're just playing for seeding positions right now. You always want to be a little bit higher, so you maybe face a team that's not so qualified, but still qualified. Well, that's not nice to say. Maybe, just, you know what I'm saying. Higher seeds, lower seeds, that's the point. You get it, I get it. Let's move on to Nepal.
I don't think the teams
before I incriminate
that
myself
much for the grand final.
I don't know.
Obviously,
KT.
it's nice to go to the finals today, so you can, you know, scout it out a bit more. You know, I think the team that goes to the finals in the qualifier has an advantage because they've played against more teams and they have a better idea of what they're going to go up against. But
well, KVMKT, who qualified, actually asked if they could qualify again for a better seed, so I guess there might be some strategy behind it. Obviously, we said no. That is against the rules.
I get it.
Qualify, that is what you get. So.
Jim, what is this meme exactly? I'm not understanding.
Are you memeing in Twitch chat again?
Is this about how much we hate casting King of the Hill?
I like King of the Hill. I mean, we casted a lot of King of the Hill here at Haste, but I think we casted a lot of DreamHack Montreal too.
Just casting King of the Hill is just, it's fun, but it's just really, really difficult because oftentimes everyone's just kind of shooting at each other and no one's dying, and there's not a whole lot to talk about.
Almost become a human kill fiend. I understand, it happens.
It's just, you have to pay so much more attention to what's going on because, like, in other game modes, like, what you should be analyzing is a lot more obvious. And in King of the Hill, it's just, you really have to be looking a lot to try and figure out what to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost driving myself insane just talking about
Cool,
it.
Jay, we can get you to go back to lobby. 6 Rhinos was not ready.
I am not the lobby leader.
Oh.
It's Dahun.
Oh, well, okay, Dahoon just told me that he was... Okay, whatever. Oh, had one in the bathroom. Okay, I thought he said has. Okay, never mind, we're good.
Yeah, you're...
I was about to say, Cool J, what are you doing?
You're a scrub!
Sorry, Cool J. Forgive me.
Okay.
Have you forgiven me? Okay.
Yeah, I forgive you, Puffer. I still love
Thanks.
you. I don't forgive you, Steven.
Yeah, Steven, you're not forgiven.
Steven's in the chat.
Steven, you're not forgiven. Sorry. DM me. Complain about it on Discord later. I know you will. We're going to be getting into this next one. Obviously, Far Mercies. You know it on this part of Village. Quite common. The Winston's Dane. Voice killing me. And some more water in me. I see Spirit on that McCree. Smeagol obviously not deterred from that McCree last Lijiang map. He's going to be sticking to the Tracer. Maybe he thinks Spirit switched off, but no. Spirit's still going to be on that McCree.
Still on that McCree. Still going to be showing us how to play everybody's favorite cowboy. I'm interested to see how the triple DPS with McCree works out, though, because usually you'll see a soldier with a triple DPS.
right,
He gets the stun on the Spiegel, but he can't find the headshot. I don't know if it was eaten or if he was just off a bit. Meanwhile, Rez is coming out from both sides, as that's just how New Mercy works. Spirit able to take down straight, and he's looking for more. Smeagol able to dodge that stun there, and Frodo gonna take Spirit out, but he had more than enough impact. Six Rhinus in full control of the frag advantage, and they're going to take the point.
Look at this, 69% on the ult charge for Spirit and Rising. That's almost on. That's almost with Smeagol. So if a McCree can keep up with Tracer, ult charge wise, that's insane. That's crazy. You know how difficult it is.
Why do you
for
think
McCree to
that's
get that.
almost with Smeagol? He's like 20% off.
Okay, well, like, you know, I mean, Spirit died a little bit late, so... Cool J, it's the thought that counts.
And Spirit going to die.
Spirit goes down.
Right there. He's going to get rezzed up, making Puffer look very, very smart. Spirit
200 IQ.
finds Jingle Buns, and he does have that Deadeye, all-important Deadeye. What a impactful ult. Smeagol, meanwhile, with a 3K on the point right there while I was memeing on Sir Puffer. Oh, Spirit with a stun headshot right there. And not going to be enough, but still fun to watch. 34% built up for Six Rhinus. WBC Sky is going to start building up.
We'll see if Six Rhinus tries to really push this quickly. Now they know that Tracer's going to be back, obviously, now, so... I guess never mind. Another even team fight coming in, straight to the point. They have that McCree taken down early again. Smeagol has it figured out.
Smeagol with another 3K. He's just going off fight after fight here. Two of them did get res, but he's going to be looking to finish it off anyway. WBC Sky in control, and Smeagol on this Tracer really knows what he's doing.
Smeagol just had, they went straight to the point right there. I don't think they were expecting Smeagol to be also on the point, but he was right there ready for him. They almost lined up for him. You saw the kill feed. 3 in a row for Smeagol. Back to back to back. Getting those kills quickly. Getting some help from Frodo as well in the tickle gun. Here we go. Six Rhinos going to try again. They're going to try pushing the high ground right here. Perhaps. I think WBC Sky found out. Spirit with an interesting... Again, High Noon's going to be countered.
Yeah, Frodo with a 2K on that Winston there. Smeagol finding more yet again. 76% built up already. And WBC Sky just... I mean, Six Rhinus started this off well, but WBC Sky, what do you think changed?
I think they're diffusing the team fights a lot better, we saw right there, Spirit started off with that Deadeye and got absolutely nothing. Stray was ready there. He got the defensive matrix in his face. Heard the voice line. I think your clock's a little off. I thought that was a nice nod.
Yeah,
and
Smeagol with a pulse bomb onto Snap, but Snap pops the Primal Rage to stay alive. Stray, meanwhile, finding kills onto the point. Both healers for Six Rhinus going down, and WBC Sky looking like they're going to take the first section of Nepal from Six Rhinus. They just have to finish off Zapri. Overtime's going to tick down here. I don't think anybody's going to make it. There we go. Section 1, what is this? Village? Village,
yep.
Going to WBC Sky.
Like I said, I think it's just the diffusion going on by WBC Sky, led by Smeagol. It just seems like they know where they are a lot of times. Not necessarily positionally, but even like where they're going to go in and out of, like onto the point. What kind of team fight they're going to try and have, whether it's a junk rush or they're going to try and invest stuff into it. I think that think that's really been improved for WBC Sky. Maybe it was just their map. You know, maybe they just have that one figured out. Maybe Six Rhinos is going to come back here on Sanctum. But we'll have to see. Smeagol certainly, I think, leading his team right now. And maybe he's having some trouble with that a little bit earlier on Lijiang. But now he's really coming forth. Deku going to switch to the Soldier right here. I think they're expecting a Far Mercy. WBC Sky it is expecting. But perhaps he just wants to help out with the heals. Obviously the Biotic Field. Let's get some healing down. We're going to have another fight by Elephant. It's a classic spot.
Yeah, I love watching fights by Elephant. I like just the level design in general on Nepal. Spirit, though, showing his prowess on the McCree. We've already used to it, and he's able to find some early kills there, helping Six Rhinos to get that early advantage here, and they're going to be able to get the first cap on Shrine. Nice kill onto Smeagol there, and takes them a while to cap, but they're going to get it. Six Rhinos going to start building up here.
I think this is the worst nightmare for WBC Sky. Spirit, 20% this time ahead of Smeagol. Cool J, take that on the ult meter. I think this is bad simply because this point is high ground. You know, you kind of, if you're the attacking team, if you don't have it, you kind of have to push into it up those stairs. You know, you see them taking the high ground actually right here, WBC Sky that is. But this is exactly what McCree wants, Spirit wants. You can play behind the point, play on high ground.
Snap with some hammer swinging, gonna take Smeagol down there. And, you know, you mentioned that Spirit has higher ult charge than Smeagol. I really think that Smeagol's misplay is what's contributed to WBC Sky's struggles so far.
Well, it's not necessarily misplay. I think it's just, I think it might be the high ground right here. And how Six Rhinos is really suited for holding a high ground point right here. With that McCree and with that Zarya. Two heroes that excel at crowd control and just picking off heroes on the high ground. There's really no better way to explain it. I think they're just, the sight lines are going to benefit these people. Especially with the Reinhardt, giving them some extra shielding. I don't know, this could be a long, or, well, not long, could be a short day for WBC.
Yeah, we're gonna see Smeagol again going down. He's gonna get res, but Jinglebun's gonna go down to that Deadeye. Saipe with a 3-man Graviton right there. 76% already for Six Rhinos, and just total domination so far. 80% to nothing, and WBC Sky really struggling here.
Good coordination, good teamwork, what we expect from Six Rhinos. You know, it only took 3 ults to win that fight. They knew exactly which ones they needed to use. Now they're holding on to a Slam and a Sound Barrier along with the Valkyrie. Spirit's all the way into his next Deadeye. Knew exactly what they needed.
Here comes a Dragon Blade from Deku, able to find Spirit. He's looking for more. There goes Lucio as well. And, sorry, Dahun on the Lucio. And WBC Sky trying to pull this back. We do see a Res and a Valkyrie come out from Blam. Oh, but the huge... Did you see that clipping snap with a hammer kill onto Deku? And 99-0. Nobody on the point right now for WBC Sky, and 1-1 now on Nepal as we head over to Sanctum.
WBC Sky looked a little bit scrambled on that last team fight. I think they put a little bit too much faith in their Mercy. Jingle Buns, I think they just thought that everyone was going to kind of get rezzed right there. Said, anyone else see that kill feed at the end? He's got a quintuple kill after the round ended, apparently. You can see it on the kill feed right there. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Ridiculous.
Too bad that didn't count. That probably would have been fun to watch. Anyway, I think they're just putting way too much faith on Jingle Buns. You know, they kind of got themselves a little scrambled. I feel like when a Mercy Valkyries, everyone just kind of gets this feeling of invulnerability. Like, okay, if I die, my Mercy's probably going to res me. You know, she has friends. Every 10 seconds, she'll get me. So they looked a little bit scrambled, didn't quite play for the objective, and I think that side of Six Rhinos was able to coordinate a little bit better and realize that. But we're moving on here. No Arisos on Sanctum. Sorry. We saw that a little bit earlier today. We saw it a little bit earlier today, and it worked. We got an Enviro kill.
Yeah, we're not going to see it this time, as Six Rhinos is holding strong on this high ground, pushing WBC Sky backwards. WBC Sky trying to hold off Zapri, who is advancing towards this backline on that Tracer. The DPS are the ones on the point. That's interesting. Not usually the way you see it. Smeagol gonna go down, gonna get res though, and the point gonna go to Six Rhinos. Before, I mean, there really weren't a lot of kills coming out. Meanwhile, here they come. Spirit would kill onto Deku. Smeagol gonna take down Spirit. Zapri finding Smeagol. Everybody's going down. Everybody's getting in. You get a kill. You get a kill. Everybody gets killed. Saipe gonna find 2 on the Zarya right there. And he already has the Graviton built up.
Yeah, everyone is above 70% ult charge wise. The side of 6 Rhinos. The big thing was Frodo. I don't know if he was looking for a cheeky kill, but he actually charged off of the high ground onto the point, and he was left all alone right there.
Here comes the grab inside Blender, finding 2. They didn't even need the pulse bomb, but they did use it, so that's a bit of an unfortunate waste. Pushing all the way to the spawn. 6 Rhinos very confident here, but they should be confident. They have 4 ults to work with. None for the side of WBC Sky, but they have 5 in 90%, and they're gonna all start getting up to 100 right now. So really don't count them out. We're gonna see Apparition Spirit with the Deadeye. He's gonna get hammered. Sound barrier, ults all over the place. Smeagol with the Deadeye. Blam going to Valkyrie, but not gonna find any kills with it. Stray with a Graviton, any kills, any reses with it. Stray with a Graviton, and I don't understand. WBC Sky, like, they're in a 4v1 and they just, like, weren't on the point. Did you see that?
Well, yeah, I saw that, but I think it was too many ults used too quickly by the side of 6 Rhinos. If you saw, they dropped Sound Barrier, a Slam, a Valkyrie, and a Deadeye, all within the span of like 5-6 seconds, and all of them were defused. Frodo was able to shield the Slam. That way the Deadeye was not being able to have much value. The Valkyrie, I think Blam was a little bit too aggressive, trying to res someone in the back line. So it's just everything happened too quickly for 6 Rhinos. Didn't have that much coordination.
Ooh, Zapri getting a pulse bomb onto Smeagol. Zapri gonna find Deku. Smeagol gonna get res, but quickly gonna go down yet again. Zapri making plays in the backline with some help from Saipe. Saipe close to another Graviton already, and there it is. It is up. Spirit with a Deadeye right there. Res comes out from Jingle Buns, but I think that's a major waste. He actually uses Valkyrie right there. 74% now for 6 Rhinos, and they're going to continue to build up. Only 44 for WBC Sky.
Smeagol going down right there. Very early, that's gonna, we're in last team fight territory. That's not gonna help. We gotta wait a little bit longer. But really, this is just a bloodbath. We are seeing ult after ult after ult. All 12 players, I think, for both sides of the teams are doing a great job, and just with the micro play, each getting their own ults very quickly.
Jingle Buns with a res on the Febreze there, and here is a grab.
Nope, it's on the point.
Oh my gosh. And WBC Sky looked like they were going to win that fight.
Well, that is a side effect of having a bloodbath type fight. Everyone's playing for kills. Everyone's playing for ults. You kind of forget you're on King of the Hill. And WBC Sky, I mean, you could certainly make the argument that they could have gotten there if they, the grab expired. They could have went straight to point. Instead, they tried to play the grab there in Blender. Just played it a little bit too much. So again, we have 6 Rhinos going to be moving on. They will be facing Karma in our finals. I think we've earned ourselves a little break before we go into the finals, but definitely stay tuned. We'll be getting in there pretty soon. Best of 5.
And yeah, the
Jim's giving me a thumbs
construction.
up. I think he agrees.
Yeah, the construction by my house.
I think he agrees.
Oh yeah, they can't hear me. I forgot to unmute myself on Discord. Yeah, it's done. I will be back. So.
Jim's back, everybody.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
It's excitement, You just can't put a name on it. But thank you guys so much for
It
watching.
sounded like those party horns. I think we did that.
Yeah, the vuvuzelas. Yeah, whatever you say.
Vuvuzelas. Oh man.
Whatever you call it.
The vuvuzelas. Yeah. The vuvus and the vuelas, man. We will be back.
But in the grand finals, we're gonna see 6 Rhinos versus Karma, correct?
That is correct.
Yes, Karma, that's right.
And all 4 of these teams that we just saw are going to be coming back next week, hopefully, for our grand finals. And going to be competing for a 1K prize along with the 4 qualifiers from last week. Puffer, you want to let them know who those were?
Of last week, or put me on the spot, I think I memorized them. It's going to be KVMKT, Toronto Esports, Rockets Esports, and... Oh no, what's the last team? No, I forget.
It's alright, Puffer. We still love you.
It's okay. Rockets eat the Savages. I'm sorry. And Russo's
Oh, yeah.
in
There we go.
here. He's gonna
Yeah, the
flame it.
Savages. Russo was about like he was typing it right now. And
Yeah, he was like, it's the Savages.
smashing backspace.
It's okay. It's okay, M. Rusto. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm gonna play a quick ad from Haste. As you guys already know, they are the sponsors of this prize pool, this $1,000 that will magically appear to the winners of this tournament. But yeah, they're an awesome company. They work on reducing your ping, your latency, your lag, just general internet garbage that you don't want to have to deal with, you know. So if you think you deserve to be in Grandmaster and you're stuck in bronze hell, clearly Haste is the product you need, because that's the only thing holding you back, right? You got this. I believe in you. But we'll be back, and stay tuned.
The internet wasn't built for gaming. Haste is. Today, your connection to a game server uses the internet's basic default routing. Chances are, your connection doesn't use the best possible path. And if your connection encounters any kind of congestion, your performance in the game takes a big hit. Literally, in video games, if you lag, you lose. But when you use Haste, your game's traffic is handled end-to-end on our dedicated fast lanes. Haste is software for gamers that reduces lag and improves stability. And Haste has the most advanced gaming network, with features like multiple paths for your data, so there's no single point of failure. Haste gives you a competitive edge in the game every time you play.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your boy, Jim Basco. That is my friend, Cool J. I'm going to toss things up this time. Puffer.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Woo. Yeah, that's Cool J sitting in the darkness. And,
Yeah, I'll turn a light on.
yeah, that's Puffer sitting in a green room.
Yeah, it's green. Yeah, you got me.
Is it
Yeah,
green?
it's green.
Yeah, that's my favorite color, puke green. I painted my entire room green.
Well,
Booger green, whatever you call it.
yeah, while we were talking, the bands are going on. The match is between Karma and Six Arenas, the two teams that have made it to the finals of this second qualifier. And, you know, this is a best of 5. I'm correct about that this time.
Yes.
And there's 6 maps left, so, hey, what's the
I'm
6th
worried.
map? What's the map that's gonna get not played today?
Please pick Oasis.
Hopefully
please.
Lijiang or Nepal.
Please pick Oasis.
I wouldn't even care. Oasis is at least variety. I know it's still a part of the dirty control map group, but
Yeah, no, I have a really
hate
strong
Oasis.
feeling.
I like Lijiang.
I'm gonna DM
Nepal
Netgo
at
right
least.
now. Please ban Nepal or Lijiang.
It's
No.
nectar, like the flower juice.
Yeah, what is wrong with you, Puffer? Why can't you say that?
Flower juice? What?
Yeah, nectar.
Oh, nectar. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
a scrub.
Flower juice. Yes.
Flower juice, right.
Yay.
Okay, so
This is gonna be fun.
all right, tiebreaker of
Okay,
Oasis.
Oasis goes down. That at least is gonna be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, not too bad. And yeah, well, I mean, we've said it enough. I'm sure Kings Row, these 3 control points, and Dorado, very, very popular. I'm guessing because they're the most balanced. You know, they have an even shot pretty much on both sides. Let's check out what the 4th map is gonna be. Do you guys think it's gonna be a 3-0 in favor of any one of these teams?
I think these teams are pretty evenly matched. I think Karma's a little bit better in the coordination side. Six
Right.
Rhinus has obviously some highly skilled players.
Yeah.
So I think that King of the Hill is going to favor Six Rhinus a little bit.
Mhm.
And so that's mostly why I'm really confused that Karma didn't try and ban King of the Hill out as soon as possible.
Yeah, interesting. They instead opted to ban Dorado, and so Kings Row will be the 3rd map played, Dorado the 4th, and Oasis the 5th. And now these first 2, and there it is.
Wow.
Giant Tower in Nepal. Big
Well, we're back home, folks. I'm gonna head back over to the Skype screen. There we are, and yeah, I mean, as soon as we're started, we'll get started with Lijiang Tower, Nepal, followed by 3 other maps. Yeah, we did see Karma do some interesting things in their last Haste series. They took out Toronto Esports, surprisingly. It was kind of surprising just because their ping is like 200 consistently. But like Puffer mentioned, their teamwork is very good. They're very coordinated. You might know them as Team Argentina from the World Cup. It's good stuff. We have our Spanish fans in attendance. Let me get some ja-ja-ja-ja's in chat.
Are you serious right now, Jim? Did you
What?
just say that?
Yeah.
Boy.
Ja-ja-ja, hue-hues.
Boy.
I don't know if Argentina has a designated laughing noise.
Designated
Wow.
laughing noise.
Yeah, I know for Brazil it's...
No, they don't have a designated laughing noise. They just, they just like laugh. Ha, that was funny. Laugh.
What?
That's their designated.
We got plenty of memes coming out from
Oh my
the teams in match chat. Yes, 200 milligrams was brought up again. I think it was me that did that last
200
time.
milligrams?
200 milligrams.
Damn, my boy Kefri has 15 years of LAN experience, and with all that being said, let's watch them be demonstrated on Lijiang Tower. Alright,
Who has
please.
15 years of LAN experience?
my boy Kefri, come on.
Oh my god, Jim.
I have
so
15 years. I have 15 days of LAN experience. I think we all do.
What? Do you?
LAN experience, yes. Okay, it was more like 2.5, but
I have more than 2.5 days of LAN experience.
Samesies.
quiet, Cool J. I want to hear it from you.
You don't want to hear about my skill in back when teams actually let me play on the team?
Okay, wait. Something interesting might be happening. I don't know if they're memeing me, but Zapri might be playing Doomfist, but I'm more excited for Klaus.
No,
on
No,
this.
I wanted
Widow.
the Space Jam.
No Space Jam. No Space Jam. Klaus
No,
staying
this is
Widow?
the-
Question mark?
No,
Jam.
no.
Space
no.
Jam or Riot? Can I get a Space Jam or Riot in the chat?
Oh, Oh, Klaus will be switching off of that. Widow onto McCree. Beast will also be switching. So they're running a pretty similar comp. Actually, they're running a mirror comp. Fantastic. Both teams are very aware that Junkrat works excellently, and they'll just be going into the server room. Zapri getting lots of damage down early, and Six Rena's picking up 2 kills, 3 kills to start off this fight.
Full control right now. Saipe and Zapri putting so much damage in here, and Zapri already has a rip tire, basically.
Oh, that was quick.
That was fast.
Dirty. Zapri and Apparition doing lots of work. Snap opening up that kill with that first pick and mitigating that Mercy res. Big plays from Six Renas, and they're just going to be holding at the spawn doors now.
Well, Jim, you actually brought up if they play snipers. Actually, I do remember Karma saying that a couple heroes are blacklisted when they're playing on North American servers simply because of the ping. I think snipers like Widow and Hanzo was among those heroes.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, simply because, you know, you just can't get the value sometimes.
Yeah, and so now
it's gonna go down there, and again, Karma in a very tough spot, playing down a man and rushing into this very skilled defense of Six Rhinos.
Yeah, Karma taking an interesting fight coming from the inside of the server room and pushing them out of this higher ground, not exactly the highest ground, but a Leviathan now stuck in combat with Saipe, and he's able to get picked off, and Six Renas continue to hold as the percentage does take up almost at 50% now.
The tanks are just doing so much work. You saw that team fight. Look at the kill feed. I think it was all Zarya and Reinhardt. Stuff like that is always welcome, you know, especially when you have someone like a McCree and a Junkrat. You expect them to get most of the kills, or at least the final blows. Even the tank's putting in work right here, and that always helps the ult charge.
Yep.
Simple stuff like this is what's making it win.
Nekta getting caught in an awful position.
And the grab, Zapri with all kinds of damage going into that Graviton, and Six Rhinos holding a blender here, 68% built up, and just as I predicted, because I am the greatest analyst in the world, Six Rhinos has the advantage on King of the Hill because of their superior skill, at least when Karma's on 200k.
Very nice. Battletoad trying to open up this engagement with a sound barrier and speed boost, but nothing coming out of that. Zapri able to send his Lamborghini tire into Nekta, and now the grab comes out.
I love the Lamborghini tire, said nobody ever. Klaus with the Deadeye into that grab, not able to find anything, able to destroy that shield though. Junkrat tire coming in, not able to find any kills, but maybe an opening coming in for Karma here. Not quite able to find anything. Klaus getting caught out in 100-0 on Control Center. Total domination from Six Rhinos.
Karma maybe should have gone in a little bit, you know, even though Leviathan didn't get any kills with that Reptire, I expected him to call out that he got a lot of damage down. I saw McCree, Reinhardt, and Junkrat for the side of Six Rhinos were
that is true.
From that.
That's true.
So maybe
he did get that damage down, but it's kind of risky, you know, like if they're just like a little hesitant on that push, you know, someone just hesitates just for a second, that little stagger just puts them at all the disadvantage. So it's a rough situation, but yeah, like you said, Leviathan not finding the kills he wanted with that tire, and Six Rhinos is going to hold completely 100-0 on that first point. Now on the second one, we're going to be seeing pharmacies coming out from both sides, and once again, it looks like a mirror comp. Klaus on that Tracer, Zapri running a Tracer as well, and let's see which Pharah proves to be more dominant.
Yeah, we're seeing Saipe going in, trying to find the shots onto Leviathan, getting very close, but only able to find one rocket onto him. Meanwhile, on the ground, teams are pretty evenly matched. Reses and kills coming out from both sides. It looks like it's starting to get a little bit in favor of Karma, but Six Rhinos is starting to bring it back.
Six Rhinos doing pretty well.
And it's that Pharah, I think, just too much damage being dealt. Saipa not being dealt with at all.
Oh! That was rough for Spirit. Absolutely rough. Got stuck, walked right back into Blam, and that was just awful.
Yeah, Klaus getting an easy two-man pulse bomb there, but not going to be enough as Karma is going to lose this point.
Like I said, it's just the Pharah. It's too much damage. Saipa, even if he's like, you know, we saw Karma. They're like a 5v3 or maybe even like a 5v4. Saipa was just getting it done. That 120 damage, like I said, with the rockets, you just need to account for it. There is no point at which you should ignore Pharah, even if it's a 1v6. Just no one really... You know, she's easy to forget about. You know, she's obviously up in the air most of the times. I feel like you get tunnel vision sometimes if you're a DPS on one of these teams.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to keep your eyes open at all points. Six Rhinos now positioning themselves a little superiorly over over the other team. Wow, I just blanked. Karma
Oh my goodness.
taking a beating now.
Grinders. Just total annihilation of Karma right here. Already up to 50% on Lijiang Tower.
That was really interesting, actually. Saipe was able to get directly over the team of Karma, then he was just able to do so much damage, and really, Karma didn't have an answer for him. Klaus is the only hit scan, but he's on Tracer. They've got no McCree, no Soldier, no Widow, nothing really. And, you know, we got Apparition Spirit running McCree, so Leviathan's having kind of a hard time.
Yeah, certainly. And here we go, another team fight. Once again, Leviathan fallen. He's going to fall. Of course, the Valkyrie. Keep the numbers even.
Yeah, kills
Not
all
bad.
over the place, but Karma starting to find a lot of value here in this fight. Really the first time they've done anything on Lijiang Tower against the 6 Rhino squad. Maybe they just needed time to adjust. I feel like 6 Rhinos is really on another level from the rest of the teams in this tournament, as is Karma in my opinion. And there we go, 90% built up for 6 Rhinos as Karma is able to cap the point.
Very, very nicely done. That res onto Leviathan. He was able to get that barrage, get 2 picks afterwards, and he did get picked afterwards. He's realizing that Pharah not really working out too much. He's going to switch over to Genji now. Zafri looking for some damage in the backline. He's on the enemy Mercy. He's looking to one clip, looking for some melee damage, not finding it. In another part of the map, however, Beast able to get that bomb kill onto Daehun, and now the kills are going in favor of Karma. 4 picks to the side of Karma, 5 now, and now Saipe is the last one alive, and he's just going to be disengaged, falling back, and that's going to be a continued hold for Karma as it ticks up.
Well, I think Leviathan, maybe that switch on a Genji is what they needed. Spirit might have to change his strategy a little bit now that he's got to deal with 2 flankers right here. Klaus on that Tracer and Leviathan. Maybe it's just too much for him to handle. Obviously, Spirit, great McCree guy, so maybe just needs to adjust after a couple team fights. But overall, I think they're just overloading them from all different sides. That's the thing with King of the Hill. Plenty of angles to flank from.
There we go. This time 6 Rhinos finding the kills yet again, able to adjust to whatever Karma adjusted, and 60% built up. Probably going to be about 63 whenever everything's said and done.
Yeah.
We're going to need a pot.
I got it. Oh, sorry, never mind. Someone else got it.
Okay.
92% built up for 6 Rhinos, 65 for Karma. Karma's going to hopefully have one shot to pull this back. But what are you guys thinking here? Do you think 6 Rhinos is going to finish it off?
Yeah.
I think so. It sucks. You know, we have DDX getting DC'd. I think he might have been close to his Valkyrie.
Yeah, he was
Almost.
about 70%, like 65.
Yeah, there's just no ults for the side of Karma. This is just going to have to be a map loss.
Yeah, because Blam, you know, he's got that Valkyrie ready. Snap has that Angry Monkey at 100%. Apparition's got Deadeye. Zapri's got that Pulse. Daehun is 75% that Barrier. Like, it's just not looking too good at all for Karma. And, yeah, it'll probably be that second map. King of the Hills are best of 3, though, so I guess that's good. And we don't have to sit here for 5 rounds per map.
Yeah, whoever made that decision, good. Because
Good man.
King of the Hill today.
Good. Very good.
It's probably me since it was such a great idea.
And DDX is back. We should be getting ready to go soon here.
Awesome.
Get some readies. Fortunately, like I said, I think this is just going to be Karma taking a loss right here. But they've surprised me before, plenty of times, actually.
It can go either way, as we've seen with Toronto Esports in the past.
They don't have a lot of time. They got to make it onto this point.
They do.
There we go. They're going to get there. Next, they're going to be able to contest, but he's not going to survive very long. Spirit with a nice kill onto Leviathan on the Deadeye there. It looks like Leviathan might be able to outplay it. And, yeah, it looks like Karma's going to go ahead and lose this. Unless something crazy happens. Maybe a 6K from Karma real quick. 6K from
6 years from Klaus. Yeah.
Nah, Klaus.
Wouldn't be the
will
first
get
time.
out.
And
Excuse me?
did someone
that's my bad.
Cool J?
I'm sorry, I messed up.
Well, yeah, this map is over. We had it still set to the best of 5 settings because that's what we were running it on for a little bit after the change, but then we did adjust and adapt and evolve, and now we're...
No, don't say that again, Jim. I'm sorry. Continue.
What?
Just don't. Just continue with what you're saying.
I don't even know anymore.
Don't even know anymore. Well, we're going to be moving on to Nepal. I'm sorry I wrecked Jim's train of thought. Kind of feel bad now.
It's good.
But 6 Rhino is going to be up 1. I don't know. Karma's got to stop the bleeding somewhere. There were not a lot of light, if you know what I'm saying, for the side of Karma. They need to figure something out. Maybe Leviathan needs to go back in that Reaper. He was doing great on that during the semis and quarterfinals. Cool J, I know you were a big fan of it, as was I.
Big fan of what? Of King of the Hill?
No, Leviathan's Reaper.
Oh, Leviathan's Reaper. I think Spirit's Reaper is a little bit better.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was him. I know you were really excited about one Reaper. Was that him?
Yeah, probably.
I
Spirit.
just love watching edgelords.
Edgelords.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
He is very good. I mean, he's in a good spot, I think, right now. He's being played a good amount. He's pretty strong. He's not overpowered. He definitely has his niche. I think he's in a good spot. Like, finally again. Like,
Yeah,
actually.
I think we have a little bit more tanks in the meta. Even Orisa gets played sometimes, but it used to be just Diva Winston.
Yeah.
He was dive a couple months ago. So now that Reinhardt's whittled his way back in, now that Zarya's back in, now that Roadhog is back in, sometimes the Pocket Reaper pick can help.
Yeah, I feel most heroes are in a very good spot right now. Most.
Read the pause. I don't see anyone moving for the side of.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry.
Are they okay?
Sorry, never mind. I forgot the first round. You get the 30 seconds before the prepare to attack 30 seconds. So I was like, "Hello, we're not moving."
Yep, no, but we are
No, we're
all
good.
good on Nepal. Anything you're expecting really different? Apparition is still running that McCree. Zapri's running Tracer. Yeah, what's up?
Are we in game?
Yeah. Why, what's up?
Calm down, Cool J.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Quality control.
It's happened before.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Wow, throwing Jim under the bus. But anyway, we're gonna get into it right here. I think if they can cap the first point, Spirit's gonna do well because he's been great at holding this point. The McCree.
Cloud's gonna go down almost immediately. He's gonna get rezzed up almost as quickly, but he's really struggling to find any value with Spirit on that McCree, really zoning him away, and that's gonna give Six Rhinus all they need here. They're in full control. They're gonna cap this first point.
Cloud's actually able to outplay Spirit right there. Played with the recalls and the blinks a little bit, forced out the flashbang eventually, and does kill Spirit, but didn't quite translate. The rest of Karma does go down, and Cloud's eventually also going down. But at least Spirit does not have the usual ult charge that he's used to. Only at a little bit less than half. He usually has like 3 Deadeyes by now. The way he's been playing, it's been lightning. So at least there's that. We move into the next team.
Going into the second point, and teams don't always. This is a pretty uncommon position to attack from this right side. And Karma's making it work for them so far, but Zapri with a pulse bomb, and the reason that teams really don't like to push from that side is because it's so easy for the defense to just disengage and pull it back. And right now, Six Rhinus, even though it's a 3v3, it seems like they're in a pretty good position. Leviathan pulling out Attack Visor, maybe be able to turn it back as the spawns are starting to come in for both sides. We'll see. What are you guys thinking here?
Well, I think Karma had the right idea. They had forced Six Rhinos back off the point and they got back on it. And I don't know, I guess Six Rhinos, I can't pick one thing that made them get that point back. Maybe it was Zapri, maybe it was Spirit, some sort of damage just came out. I can't say for 100% sure, but all I can say is Karma, they had the right idea. Like I said, they strong armed them off the point and switched it around.
And it's like their ult economy was really, really awful that fight. That tactical visor coming out of Leviathan, like absolutely unnecessary. He didn't find value out of it. It just wasn't working out for him. And I think if he used that ult a little better and got the value he wanted out of it, it might be a different story. But so far, 95% so far for Six Rhinos, and it looks like the map is just going to go in their favor. You know, it's just an absolute roll for this one.
DDX unfortunately activates that Valkyrie, but actually gets caught up in that grab at the last moment as a pulse bomb goes off. I think maybe if DDX didn't get caught up in that grab, activated the Valkyrie, would have got the res on who died in that grab, maybe we'd still be talking right now. But possibly just either a misplay or someone pooped him into it. Overall, I think DDX almost accidentally got caught up in that grab. That was his downfall. Got pulse bombed, didn't get the Valkyrie res off. But it's over. On to Sanctum. And 6 Rhinos continuing to roll. Karma got to stop the bleeding. But this is what Karma is able to do so. If we remember, Toronto Esports actually 2-0'd them before Karma would reverse sweep them in the finals of last series.
Yeah, that was really something, man.
Yeah, I hate to keep bringing it up, but it was just crazy. Really, first in Haste history, we saw a reverse sweep like that. But
And
it was fun to watch.
It's
It
they're
was,
pulling out a pretty ingenious team comp at the moment. They've got Necta on Orisa to get those environmental kills, Klaus on Roadhog, helping with some more of those environmental kills, and Beast on Zarya. So maybe they can grab, you know, that space, the moat between the high ground and the point. But this triple tank is working so far. They're strong arming the high ground as the point gets capped from under them. Oh no. And now they'll be
they are starting
rotating.
to contest this point. They're not just going to let it go, but Klaus going down. So much damage coming in. Zabri with a 2K apparition with a Deadeye. Sorry, Spirit with a Deadeye already. Leviathan, though, with a 2-man Riptire. Can Karma pull this back? They did get the res on the Klaus. They have all 3 tanks up, and they're finding kills on the point. Karma's so close. A great right click from Saibai, going to take down Beast at range. Here comes a Graviton. So early, Saibai has been finding these grabs insanely. Zapri's the only one alive, but he's so much damage from that Junkrat. 24% built up. Karma's going to turn it back, and just so hectic first fight here. This is really fun action to watch.
I think the switch off the Orisa was good. They just had trouble playing around that stationary shield, especially when the enemy team has a Reinhardt.
Oh, Klaus almost able to get the hook redirect off onto Snap and almost throwing him off the map, but it's not working out. Klaus now with that whole hog, he's waiting. He's looking for the right opportunity, and he doesn't find it, and he gets murdered instead. And now the percentage is going to continue to tick up in favor of Karma, but it is very, very close. 6 Renas are super.
Klaus.
They just need to get this Mercy, and then they'll have it.
Oh, no! Klaus finds 3 with a whole hog. DDX had Valkyrie, but he flew too close to the sun. And his wings melted, and he fell down into the hammer of Snap's Reinhardt.
Yeah.
And pause.
Ready another pause. We gotta talk about this action. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget about the whole hog. You know, Roadhog not really hasn't really been in the meta that much. We see him a little bit now that Mercy's back, but I think everyone just completely forgot. The whole hog pushes at least 2 off the map to the side of Karma. Really resourceful of them to use that whole hog to the fullest, doing some great work.
No, yeah, whole hog is very, very good. You know, it pushes you a lot, even when you think you're too far to be pushed. And it's made me rage multiple times, but it's an effective tool at zoning, I can tell you that much. And he did exactly that, and it worked out. But you know,
You have to wonder, if DDX doesn't DC there, are they going to win that point?
I don't know. Well, we can't talk about that because unfortunately he did.
yeah, that's rough, man. I don't know what percentage his Mercy ult was at. I did not get to
No,
take
he
it.
was in Valkyrie.
He was in Valkyrie?
Yeah,
was
and
in
he
Valkyrie,
he fell down into the Rhine. I'm starting to think that maybe it's because he DC'd.
Oh no, that's
Processing
unlucky.
Not enough.
Oof.
I'm certainly dropping frames right now. That's how much hectic it is. I'm only in the hundreds.
All right, we are
We
ready
got
to get
ours.
back into this action here, and so we're gonna unpause and let's see. Leviathan has a Riptire down, but it's gonna get killed. And there's an Earth Shatter onto Klaus.
Okay.
Can we find anything? Klaus going to heal himself back up. Nectic going down to Zapri, and Karma just going to go quietly off of this point.
It's unfortunate. That's how it works. Like I said, they are from Argentina. Unfortunately, we use North American servers.
DDX, no problem though. He's already more than a third of his way to his ult. He's already basically halfway there, so wow. Generating that ult very fast. He's halfway there. Necta is going to have his Angry Monkey, and Beast is waiting on that grab as well. So they're going to try to make something happen. Maybe
Here comes a
Leviathan.
grab onto the high ground there, and Karma trying to find the kills. And again, this is what I talked about earlier. Karma takes a very long time to clean up on their grabs. And this time it's not going to pay off, as they're only able to find 1, and Spirit actually able to turn around and find 2 of his own. DDX getting very close to that Valkyrie, but he's going to go down. Leviathan with a Riptire, not able to find any kills here, and 95% built up for 6 Rhinos. Karma, I don't think, is going to be able to win this point.
And there it is right there. No overtime even. That's unfortunate. 6 Ryan is going to take another W. Another quick 2-0. Karma Just not able to stop the bleeding. You name it. Ping DCs. Seems like the world's against them.
6 Rhinus proving to be an extremely versatile opponent. Zapper here with his tire. He's able to get one onto Battletoad, and
yeah, just look at all that carnage.
right.
You know, imagine being a player right there. You know, this is explosions, bullets, healing, people being rezzed, people dying, ults being popped. I don't know how you shot call that specific map. Sanctum just gets so hectic.
yeah.
Handed out to Battletoad and Toon.
And that's where the prowess of Battletoad comes out. You know, once, well, basically all the shot callers, all the Lucios, you know, if you don't have a good shot caller, making those focus and priority calls, like your coordination is going to be off and you're just not going to be as good. So, hey man, props to all the Lucios out there. That's hard.
It's hard, yeah.
It is hard. It's good
But
stuff.
we'll be moving on to King's Row.
For the third map. Of this
Third map.
Best of 5.
Unfortunately, could be our final map if 6 Rhinos is able to handle it.
That is very true. I wonder.
No, this is Nepal, Cool J. This is Nepal.
I hit.
No, Cool J.
I hit King's Row. I know I hit King's Row.
I feel like it's swapped to Queen's Row too.
King's
but,
Row is on. Nepal is not off. That explains it.
yeah, that'll do it. There's a 50-50 chance. But yeah, third map will be on King's Row if 6 Rhinos?
Rhinos.
Rhinos?
That's the meme, right? Rena?
Rhinos. Or did we ever get an explanation of what that team name means? Or if it means anything?
It looks familiar to me, and it's driving me crazy because I have no idea what the meme is.
I'm not 100% sure on the Rhino meme. It's one of those things in Pro Talk that I just kind of go along with, but I really don't know what it is.
Oh, well, I don't know if this is what it is, but I know that Renus, I think, was like a closed beta pro, and then just never did anything else after that. So that might be like the Pro Talk meme.
I'll take Cool J's word for it. Yeah.
There is somebody in Pro Talk, like they've changed their name, but they used to be called Renus.
Yeah.
And so maybe 6 Renus is just like
6 them.
I mean,
I don't know. This meme is beyond my usual meme powers, and my meme powers are pretty strong for those of you who have been following us throughout our glorious developmental years as casters.
Yeah. We really gotta... That's really gonna be something if we go back to our first Haste Overguard cast.
No, I don't want to watch it.
I don't want to watch
I'm gonna go back and
Look at
watch
Saipe
that.
getting physical here, though, with this Zarya skin.
Is that a...
I love this Zarya skin so
PG-13?
much.
Am I allowed to look at this?
Get physical.
Yeah, we finally had a good Zarya skin.
I can do that because it's fair use. It's fair use.
Fair use. Leviathan gonna be running that Hanzo. Not sure if it's just for the Sonic, and it's not. Leviathan with the 200 ping gonna be playing Hanzo. Let's check out his fat scatter arrows and see if he lands anything nutty. And,
There was one right there. It didn't quite hit. He's already 30% on the ult, though.
Cloud's gonna find Apparition, forcing out an early res from Dahun, but Apparition quickly making use of the res to take down
my
Necto.
God.
Leviathan finding Apparition, but besides killing Apparition twice, Karma got totally annihilated on that fight. 6 Rhinus definitely in full control on this defense.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Klaus on that Tracer. Leviathan's almost has a ult.
Yeah.
That's
How about that?
it's rough because it could mean a lot and then it could also mean nothing. Hanzo ults are so hit or miss, dude.
Well, he might be waiting on, he might be thinking, hey, if I get a Dragon off, Beast is only at 21% on that grab. Maybe he tries one, and then by the time Beast gets his grab, he'll have another one.
Oof, that's
Oh,
rough.
he's gotta figure that
Cloud's
out.
gonna get caught out in the backline there. Karma is on the point. They did get that all-important first tick, but who knows how much more they're gonna get. Oh, the dragon comes through! Spirit
Excellent
in the
zone.
backline, but Leviathan's having none of it. He's gonna get skill arrowed, and that's gonna be it. 5 minutes to go to the second checkpoint. It took him a couple tries, but Karma with a convincing cap right there, and we'll see how they push this payload.
Okay, not bad. I kind of like Karma's strategy. Hanzo's just sitting back here. He's pretty much uncontested. 6 Rhinos isn't running a flanker, and as soon as I say that, Zapri is on that Tracer now. So, I want to see how much further Karma can actually get with this comp with Zapri on that Tracer.
Well, I think Zapri is going to be looking to, now that we're in the more payload part of the map, obviously, the corners are a lot more narrow. I think he might just try to be playing around the payload. Typical kind of Tracer work. I don't expect anything too crazy.
Here comes the grab from this defensive side. Can they find anything with it? It looks like it's going to be pretty empty for the most part. Leviathan getting contested by Zapri in the backline, and there we go. After the grab is over, Snap and Zapri coming through, and the Snappery combo.
The Snap,
Six Rhinus with a nice combo there on the defense, and they're going to set up very close here, trying to take as much time off this time make as possible.
Okay, Cloud's getting in a weird spot, and he's going to get not taken out by Apparition. He lands the stun, but isn't able to get the headshot, and then gets skill arrowed. Oh
Skill
no.
arrow. Spirit is going to get res, but the skill arrow damage has been done.
It has.
And here comes the grab.
Oh my god.
The grab with the dragon. We haven't seen it in so long. 2 kills. What a combo right there. The rest of Six Rhinus going to be backing out. That's a very good disengage. Leviathan going to push up and try and find some late kills on these guys. I don't think they noticed that Zapri is way behind them with that pulse bomb.
Yeah, and that was kind of an iffy, like, engagement. They used 3 ultimates right there in one fight. Oh, man.
A great pulse bomb from Zapri. Beast is going to get rezzed up by DDX, though.
Jim, I agree with what you're saying. Battletoad using that Transcendence, really kind of sketchy. I mean, at that point, you had to know Six Rhinos was going to hard disengage.
Yeah. Oh, big grab now.
Here comes a grab. A
Huge grab.
And they didn't
There
need
it
the
is.
pulse bomb to back it up. Zapri in the back line. 3 kills right there. And
Beautiful.
Dahoon going to res up Saipe. 2:45 left. And Six Rhinus loves taking aggressive positioning on this defense.
Yeah,
it's
man.
fun to watch.
There's so many, like, holes and, like, hallways that you can hide in on the streets phase of King's Row. You'd be making a mistake by not taking advantage of it, and that's exactly what Apparition's doing here. Spirit's positioning himself in this window. He's gonna be looking for that Deadeye, but Leviathan and Klaus are already onto him, so he's gonna be falling back just a little, back to his back line, and looking for some action there.
Pulse bomb came out from Klaus, not able to find quite what he was looking for. Earthshatter comes out from Snap, but finds nothing.
Oh.
I think Karma should look for an opening there. The Earthshatter came down, but they're still playing very slowly here. Nekta has his Earthshatter of his own. He finds a huge shatter, but nobody's there to follow it up. The Transcendence from Blam gonna keep everybody alive.
Oh my
Six
god.
Rhinus very well neutralizing these ults. The Dragon Strike is going to section Snap off from the rest of his team, but somehow Snap is able to stay alive. And I think Karma is really just struggling here.
Man, Six Rhinos, you gotta give it to them. That was beautiful. And Nekta, like, his shield was dropping lower and lower in health, and I could see Spirit just doing so much damage to it, but like, just as his shield broke, he went for the shatter, and he just got taken out, man. Just unfortunate for Karma.
Yeah, I think Nekka maybe being a little bit too obvious that he had the shatter, acting kind of strange.
Oh!
Zapri with a 3-man pulse bomb, make it 4 as he finds Nekta. He's looking for another one. Saipe gonna finish off DDX, and Zapri looking to kill Klaus.
Oh, he's 1 health.
Is that the best plan?
Oh, Zapri
gonna
finished
fight Klaus.
Very nice. Six Rhinus,
Oh my-
man. Absolutely dominating. Now Karma getting a little bit of an idea. Nekta and his folks taking the apartment route all the way around. They're just going to avoid the streets phase as much as possible. Nekta's signaling for his team to follow through, but they're not grouped up just yet. Zapri still giving them a problem in their spawn building. Oh, man. Grab is going to come out now from Beast, though.
Karma, but Spirit with a 2-man Deadeye out of the... And 30 seconds left. Karma is kind of reeling here.
Oh,
Big time
and
misses to-
it looks like Overwatch crashed. Wonderful.
Jim is deadzo, which means stream is deadzo.
Stream is
And
dead.
It's not internet though, right?
Like I'm on a stream.
Yeah, it's not internet. Computer's not blue screening. The game itself crashed. That's a first.
All right, well,
Oh,
we're
so
gonna
we
keep
are
going with the so we're gonna keep going with the casting right here. You can expect Karma did not win that last team fight. Six Rhinos.
Okay.
We're gonna get one more though.
Yeah, Zapri finding 2 kills, Apparition finding 1, Saipe finding 1, Spirit finding yet another. A Dragon Blade coming out from Klaus. Last hurrah, but he's only able to find 1 before he goes down. And they are going to go ahead and lose that section, getting about halfway to the second checkpoint. Actually, a lot closer to the second checkpoint. They got pushed back pretty far.
Invite me.
Yeah. I'll give you an invite.
Yeah. That'd be
No, I'm just not gonna invite you.
Yeah, no biggie, no worries.
I'm down.
Awesome, thank you. Here we go. Back in, boys.
We're gonna be going into the 6 Rhinus attack run. What you guys missed was just the last fight, and it was all 6 Rhinus.
It looks
And
like
we're gonna
all
get
6
pause
Rhinus, yeah.
coming in.
they might be
Pause.
calling for a pause. Yeah, and there we go. And heading back over to the Skype screen momentarily. And voila. Here we are. Back in King's Row. And it looks like Karma ended that with 1 point capped and 93.47 meters. Necta disconnecting now. Excuse me, good God.
Memes in chat about Argentinian ISPs. Necta has specifically requested them.
Good. That's
I
good.
think he DM'd me that one time.
F's in chat, please. Yeah,
F's
they're
in
working.
chat.
Press F to pay respect.
Yeah, F's in chat for Jim's
The real
Overwatch.
the real solution is okay. So you know how they have 200 milliseconds of ping?
What's the real solution, Jim?
We need 200 Fs. And we need 200 more people to subscribe to Haste, because that'll fix all of your ping problems.
No. I have a solution. I have a solution. Overguard LAN.
Overguard.
Oh, dude, we should set up an Overguard LAN in New York City. If you would be interested, let me get
If you're
Fs in the
interested,
chat.
DM our Twitch account or Killacon's Twitch account.
Yes, let them know. Let your
Flood
voice
him
be
with
heard.
DMs.
Let your voice be heard.
Let your voice be heard. This is a democracy. Okay. And we are still waiting for them. Okay, guys, into this next one. So 6 Rhinos, absolutely dominant. That was ridiculous. What do you think is going to be the outcome of this next push? This is their attack.
I think if Karma's able to defend the first team fight, they might have something. That'll kill the momentum. I think 6 Rhinos will have to reevaluate, at least get them to think that they're doing something wrong.
Right.
Maybe not make them switch, but at least have them hesitate a little bit. I don't know how you do it. Maybe you get creative. Maybe you even send your Reinhardt to go into the not the hotel, the theater over here, and have him do that cheeky charge through the choke point.
Mm-hmm.
I know if you've been in any game, if you've been in any ranked game, bronze through Grandmaster, you've probably seen that. Or
Yeah,
been the victim
honestly,
of
I
it.
think Puffer's right. I think the only way that Karma can win King's Row is if they're able to get a first hold on the first point.
Yeah.
If they can hold that first fight, that just gives them a lot of confidence. And then if they continue to be aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
then I think they'll be able to hold the first point. Because I think no matter how much time is left, if the first point goes, it's going to be very difficult to keep 6 Rhinos from getting to the end.
I definitely agree with you guys. We might even see, I remember Evil Geniuses in the prime of dive meta running a triple tank composition through hotel to flank onto site and strong arm that. That was something crazy. And now
That's because D-Cop is God.
yeah, right, D-Cup, our little Mexican Winston god. And now we see 6 Rhinos. I'm getting a little excited. I don't want to because Zapri's playing Widow.
No, he's gonna say
No!
what he wants.
No!
Headphone
Why?
users.
I just want Widow.
Users.
Yeah, sorry, I just killed everybody. And oh, the sound,
Sour please.
the sound in Overwatch is coming out of my monitor. What happened?
What didn't happen?
You actually broke Overwatch.
No, Overwatch is just broken. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's true. I know firsthand.
Well, the game is still running properly, and desktop audio isn't working. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, here we go.
And it looks like Karma didn't listen to our advice. This point is very close to going the way of 6 Rhinus, and Leviathan going to get taken down. There goes Beast as well. 6 Rhinus going to make a very quick cap here, and Karma has just made their work that much harder.
6 Rhinos gonna cap that in record time. You were saying, Buff?
Well, I mean, the only thing they got going for him, Karma pushed it a decent amount. If they can get a stop near this golden rectangle that 6 Rhinos has to get to, it is a rather long walk back for the attackers. there's a lot of corners, a lot of winding things that they have to turn, so it's even longer for the attackers than other hybrid maps like Hollywood or Numbani.
Yeah.
Just because of how many turns you have to make as the attackers.
I know, it feels forever.
It feels like forever, right?
And yeah, they just have so many opportunities to hold it. Now, Apparition by himself.
Oh my goodness! Zapri with a pulse bomb, the huge graviton from Saipe.
Bro.
5 minutes left, and I don't think they're gonna need more than 30 seconds.
Dude, so while that was happening in the front, so that's a 5v5 in the front. Klaus versus Spirit on the point. Klaus dodges McCree's flashbang and then walks into a headshot. That was so clutch.
Yeah, Spirit showing that he doesn't need the flashbang, just accuracy.
GG's out.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
Blizzard finally got rid of their awful third person.
Oh, you mean the camera?
Yeah, they shifted it. It's like, it's there, but it's different now.
Yeah.
Well, but you can also, like, turn around.
Oh, yeah. You get that Reinhardt shield effect. Here's Zapri with that big old pulse bomb. It is very nice indeed. Lots of good quality of life changes coming out from Blizzard right before, BlizzCon. That's a strange coincidence, to say the least. But yeah, that's your victors right there. 6 Renus taking this 3-0 against Karma, and Karma, an amazing team. 6 Renus just proving to be just that much better. Puffer, Cool J, you got any words about today's matches?
Go ahead, Cool J.
I think it was fun to watch 6 Renus. We've seen all of these guys in the pro scene before,
right?
And Overwatch League kind of killed all of their orgs, so it's fun to see that there's still guys that really love this game and want to continue to try and, make it a thing.
Yeah,
and so I think it was fun to watch, and obviously Spirit's Reaper.
Yeah, we really gotta thank the teams. We keep growing in teams, and that's something that I honestly didn't expect when I started doing this. I thought teams would go down as the Overwatch League draws near. But more than ever, people are wanting to play, and just the different types of teams. We have teams that are well known in the tier 2 scene, like Bunny Blasters, is Pepsi okay? Teams that we've had personally here, like the WBC teams, South American teams like Karma and Powerhouse. No, not Powerhouse. Centaurus Gaming.
You're forgetting about VZLA Esports.
VZLA Esports Gaming. We even have collegiate teams here today that didn't quite make it, including Clemson Esports and.
Well, yeah, Clemson lost to Syracuse.
Yeah, thankfully Syracuse Esports wasn't here. They didn't beat them. There's another GCU Esports was here too. So all different types of teams here. Collegiate, tier 2, just friends that want to play on a team, orgs, all different types. So much.
It's pretty sweet, man. And I'm really glad.
Teams, like 6
Exactly. We get like very good mix of people. You get all these tier 3 teams. We get like tier 90 teams, and then we get like tier 2 and like almost tier 1 teams. So it's a breeding ground for a lot of things. It's sweet. Definitely sweeter than we first expected, but it's been a long journey, and there's more to come. Definitely stay tuned, and if you like Overwatch, if you like esports, I'm telling you, man, go to our website, go register for some role or something. There's bound to be a spot for you, and there's big things on the way, so stay tuned. I'm just tossing that out there, inserting it slowly and letting it sit, as I was told. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. We were more than happy to be your casters today. But we will be back for the next one. Stay tuned for news about all things Overwatch, as we have big news coming soon. And yeah, we'll catch you guys later. I've been Jim Basco. What have you guys been?
I've
been tired.
I've been tired. We'll do one more round.
I'm dead.
We'll do one more round of Twitter shout-outs, if that's okay with you, Jim.
Yep.
We got me at Sir Puffer. We got you at Jim Basco TV. Cool J is going to be at CoolJ_gaming. And our wonderful hosts today, the Overguard, they're going to be at the Overguard for everything that Jim just mentioned, all that news, all that esports stuff. That's where you're going to find us at Twitter. And Haste, once again, one more time, thank you so much for the $1,000 prize pool. They support us every single series. Definitely go get yourself a free trial. They're going to be at Haste_esports.
I just have to mention
now and then too.
I just have to mention real quick, I'm actually just Cool J Gaming. There's no underscore.
Whoa.
And if you follow me, you have the added benefit of I will love you forever.
Well, Jim
if-
Basco put that in wrong on the stream, so
Yeah, is that a
whose
new
fault is
change?
that?
No, it's always been like that, Jim.
I
Oh,
think it
that's
has.
awful.
I thought about it.
That's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
awful,
You
my
failed.
bad. Yeah,
You failed, Jim.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, if you follow me, you get the added benefit of looking at my face like every day. So
If you follow me, you get decently okay Overwatch memes. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Oh, okay.
crickets.
Silence.
All right, guys. It was a blast. We'll catch you later. Peace out.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you.